It's time now for Seymour Owls football. Seymour football is brought to you by
Stall Insurance, Prosser Career Education Center, The People's Bank, S&B Wall Covering, Jackson County Dental, New Legacy Group, Family Drug, Pizza Palace, Jackson Live and Event Center, Saiho Insurance, Connor Smith Eye Center, Schneck Ortho and Sports Medicine, Schneider Plumbing and Heating, Beatty Insurance, BSM Group and UTB Protection, JC Bank, Bob Pointer Family of Dealerships, and Prosperity Financial Group.
We begin our coverage tonight with the pregame show. We join the voice of the Seymour Owls, Jay Hubbard.
Tonight from Bullitt Stadium on the campus of Seymour High School, this is Seymour Owls football. Tonight, the Owls welcome in their county rivals from the west side of the county, the Braves from Brownstown Central. Hello again, everybody. Along with Jeff Claycamp and Lance Hubbard, I'm Jay Hubbard. Welcome to high school football coverage here on 92.7. Seymour comes in with a record of 0-5, kind of a same old story last week. The Owls battled Bedford North Lawrence for about 2.5 quarters before giving up a couple of second-half touchdowns and eventually falling to the Stars 34-13. Meanwhile, Brownstown Central 5-0 on the year. The Braves are ranked number 2 in the Class 2A poll. They have been rolling past their opponents, outscoring them an average of 61-9 and having running clocks in each of their first 5 ball games at halftime. Last week, North Harrison was the victim, 56-14. This is a Brownstown Central team that is senior-dominated, and they have hefty goals, including a trip to Lucas Oil Stadium in the back of their mind Thanksgiving weekend. On tonight's edition of the pregame show, we'll talk about Brownstown, including a conversation with their Hall of Fame coach, Reed May. We'll talk with Seymour AD Kirk Mans, have our Hoosier Hills Conference report, and recap Seymour fall sports. Up next, though, a look back to last week's battle with Bedford North Lawrence. Tonight from Seymour, it's the Seymour Owls and the Brownstown Central Braves in what is expected to be a great crowd here at Bullitt Stadium on a great night for football. And you're listening to high school football, Seymour Owls football on 92.7 WXKU.
Got a new bone or joint injury? Schneck's Orthopedic Walk-In Clinic in Seymour is here to help. No appointment needed. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 11 a.m. and 1 to 4 p.m. We provide expert orthopedic care for the whole family. New or existing patients are welcome, and our specialists are ready to help with on-site x-ray, casting, and bracing services for fast, same-day answers and care. When the unexpected happens, visit Schneck's Orthopedic Walk-In Clinic to get back on your feet. Visit schneckmed.org for details.
Your friendly and knowledgeable Bryant dealer, Schneider's Plumbing, Heating, and Air, is ready to help. Schneider's Plumbing, Heating, and Air is committed to achieving a high level of training and skills and backed by outstanding products from one of the industry's most trusted names, Bryant. Whether you need a quick fix or an entirely new heating system, Schneider's Plumbing, Heating, and Air will do whatever it takes for your family's comfort. Schedule an appointment today by calling Schneider's Plumbing, Heating, and Air at 812-522-2070 or visit them online at SchneiderPlumbingandHVAC.com. Bryant, whatever it takes.
When you buy insurance, you are buying more than just a policy. You're buying the service that goes with that policy. I'm Lance Gentry, partner at Beatty Insurance. Since 1863, the staff at Beatty Insurance has been providing unparalleled service to our customers and to our community. We live here, we are active in local organizations that give back, and we love serving you. Beatty Insurance offers business, homeowners, auto, farm, and life insurance. Call Beatty Insurance for a quote today at 812-522-5640 or check out our website at BeattyInsurance.com. Beatty Insurance, we are here when you need us.
Back on our pregame show, we continue to count down to kickoff. It's the Owls and the Braves from Brownstown Central tonight. Let's look back to last Friday. The Owls welcomed in the Bedford North Lawrence Stars, a much-improved football team, 3-1 record. Seymour won the toss, elected to receive, and it did not go well. A 3-and-out right off the bat, and 2 plays later for Bedford, they were in the end zone. A touchdown run by Gilbert of 35 yards. Extra point was good, and it was 7-0 BNL. The Owls on their next possession got things going offensively. Max Coates found Jackson Fox.
Max takes the snap,
fakes the handoff, rolls out the pass, throws it across the middle. Jackson Fox has it. First down, 40, 45, 50, and across midfield up to the 48-yard line. So a nice job that time by Max Coates. He fakes the handoff, and he rolls out and throws it 31 yards to Jackson Fox across midfield.
However, the drive stalled, but Aaron Holt did his job on special teams.
Axum for Bedford standing about his 10-yard line. There's the punt by Aaron. It's a low drive that hits about the 20, rolls inside the 15, inside the 10, inside the 5, and throws all the way down to the 1-yard line. Well, there you go.
And with the Stars backed up at the 1-yard line, it was the Owls defense who made a play with this INT.
There's a snap, back to throw. He throws a long pass out here, and it is intercepted. Intercepted by Alex Milliken. He tried to throw a jump ball to Cam Gates, and Alex Milliken was right there with him one-on-one. He jumped up and made the catch.
Unfortunately, the Owls could not do anything with that short field. A couple punts later, the Owls had the ball early in the second quarter when Trayshawn Hawkins went to work.
Here's a handoff to Hawkins up the middle, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Trayshawn Hawkins took the handoff and went right up the middle. 11:30 to play here in the second quarter, and the Owls indeed take advantage of the short field.
Jackson Fox doing the kicking duties, hit the extra point, and the game was tied at 7 apiece. On the following possession, though, for the Stars, they were backed up into their own territory. Actually, I shouldn't say that, not their next possession, because their next possession they were forced to punt. But the Owls had to punt it back. Again, Aaron Holt pinned the Stars deep inside their own 15-yard line. But this time, the Stars got out of it on an 85-yard touchdown pass from the quarterback Dalton Kirby to Malachi Goodman. Extra point was good, and the Stars led 14-7. Bedford a chance to increase that lead on the final play of the half, but a missed 43-yard field goal kept the score at 14-7. Stars opened with the ball in the third quarter, and the Owls defense again came to light.
Stars send out two receivers to either side. In the shotgun is Kirby. Takes a snap, rolls to the right, steps up, throws it across the middle, and it's intercepted. Alex Milliken, for the second time tonight, picks it off, and that's one he just stepped right in front of the receiver and picked off the pass. Second interception of the night for Milliken. And the Owls thwart the drive and take over 1st and 10.
Second INT for Alex Milliken. However, Seymour was unable to do anything offensively. And then Bedford kind of went to work offensively. After the Owls had to punt, Bedford able to drive down a 33-yard touchdown pass from Kirby to Gilbert. Extra point was good midway through the third quarter, 21-7. The Stars would add field goals on their next two possessions. The first field goal was the result of a mental breakdown for the Owls on the kickoff. Seymour did not cover it, and it looked like it was going to go into the end zone for a touchback, but it stayed in the field of play. Bedford was able to recover at the 1. However, they were called for an unsportsmanlike penalty, which moved them back to the 16, and fortunately for the Owls, they were unable to do anything and had to settle for a field goal of 32 yards to make it 24-7. First play of the fourth quarter, Bedford added 3 more, a 22-yard field goal. Beeson this time 27-7, and the Stars put it away on their next possession, a 23-yard touchdown pass from Kirby to Parker Kern. 34-7 at that point with 5 minutes to play. Stars were on their way to victory. The Owls would not quit. Ensuing kickoff after the final Bedford touchdown. Aaron Holt with a nice return.
There's the boot. It's an end-over-end kick. This time will come down inside the 10 as Holt will get it to the 9. Bring it up to the 20. Shakes off a tackler at the 25, the 30. Up the field to the 40, 50. Bedford territory to the 30. And he's hit from behind and dragged down at the B&L 26-yard line. Just about took it to the house. He was one tackle away from breaking that, and a Bedford defender got him from behind and tripped him up just before he was able to cross that. He'd been able to hold his footing on that. He would have gone the distance, but 67-yard return.
Trayshawn Hawkins, a 20-yard run, got the ball inside the 5, and then T-Hawk did the rest.
Dan Hawkins, next to Coates, takes the snap. Trayshawn up the middle into the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point was blocked, and that would eventually be the final score of Bedford 34 and Seymour 13. Coach Tyson Moore not pleased overall with the effort from the Owls against Bedford on Friday, talking about that on our coaches show last night.
Made a lot of errors, and we didn't adjust very well coming out of halftime either. I thought in the first half we were right there for a while, and there were a couple opportunities we had to make some plays and to even take the lead, and unfortunately we didn't execute, and that was a big message to the team as a whole on Saturday. Is we felt like we kind of were doing things that we hadn't really done all week, and it led to pretty poor execution overall.
Quick check of some statistics. Hawkins, 19 carries, 79 yards, and a couple TDs. Max Coates, 6 of 14 passing for 54 yards. Jackson Fox caught 3 balls for 41 yards. The Owls defensively did have 2 interceptions, both of them by Alex Milliken. Tonight, it's Brownstown Central. We'll talk more about the Braves here in just a few. Again, the final up next, it's our fall sport recap, and but at the final from last Friday, Bedford North Lawrence 34, Seymour 13, and you're listening to Seymour Preview on 92.7 WXKU.
For 125 years, J.C. Bank has been right beside you, cheering for every touchdown and every three-pointer. That's because we're your community bank, proudly supporting the teams that make our towns come alive. Just like the dedication of our local high school athletes, J.C. Bank is dedicated to providing personalized banking, investments, and trust services for you and your family. Experience the J.C. Bank difference. Stop in today or visit us online at jcbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Having the proper insurance coverage in place at the time of loss is paramount. We at Stahl Insurance are an independent insurance agency providing insurance solutions from many highly rated companies. We take the time to evaluate each individual client's risks and put together insurance solutions that fit your needs. Stop by our office at 211 North Chestnut Street in Seymour or give us a call at 812-524-0692. One of our experienced agents, Shane Tremoyan, Nathan Newkirk, Ben Stahl, or Chris Stahl, are here to help. Also visit us online at StahlinsuranceGroup.com.
Let me ask you a question. Are you looking to spruce up your living room with a vibrant splash of color? Or maybe give your exterior a fresh coat of paint that turns heads? Or dive into the world of trendy wallpaper designs? Well, if the answer is yes, or even maybe, it's time to call S&B Wall Coverings. From commercial to residential projects, they tackle it all. Painting, epoxy flooring, light remodeling, insulation needs. Their quotes are absolutely free, so you'll know exactly what you'll pay for. Don't wait any longer. Contact S&B Wall Coverings today. Watch your home turn into the place you love. 812-216-0162. Back on our pregame show as we continue to count down to kick off tonight, Seymour and Brownstown Central. This is the pregame show. Thank you so much for joining me early. Maybe you're on your way to the game tonight. It'll be a nice night for football, that's for sure. Hey, let's run down the weekly events happening at Seymour High School. This past Saturday, the girls golf team finished second in the IHSAA girls golf sectional at Otis Park. The host Stars won with a 345. Seymour shot a 381. Brownstown Central was third. Those three teams advanced to the regional tomorrow. For Seymour, Emmy Followell was third overall with an 86. Shayna Spray shot a 90. Caitlin Gibson a 102. And Caroline Dennis a 103. Halftime tonight, in addition to our fall sports spotlight, we're going to talk with Coach Tim Hoffman and Emmy Followell about the regional being played tomorrow in Washington. Cross-country teams Saturday both ran in the Ray Gherkin Invitational at Muscatatuck, and both teams won. In the girls' race, Seymour had 57 points to Jennings County's 59. Bedford was third. Chloe Jablonski was second overall. Anne-Marie Schuler fifth. Emma Dorio seventh. Ada Shepman 17th. And Lauren Dow 26th. The boys finished with 47 points to Jennings County's 65. Columbus East was third. Micah Jablonski was fourth overall. Abraham Goldsberry seventh. Caleb Jablonski eighth. Ryder Thompson 13th. And Elijah Caudill was 18th. Boys soccer, a couple matches this week. Saturday beat Lawrenceburg 2-0. Markins and Paul scored both goals for the Owls. Last night, the Owls rolled past Jennings County 6-0. Scoring goals for Seymour: Evan Unterseer, Brandon Martinez, Fernando Castellanos, Philip Rennekamp, Bartolome Sebastian, and Diego Felipe. Seymour is 6-6-1 on the season. Girls soccer on Saturday lost to South Dearborn 3-1. Ella Brock had Seymour's goal. Tuesday night, the Lady Owls celebrated senior night with a 3-2 win over Jennings County. Lady Owls were down 2-1, but scored 2 goals in the second half to rally. Ella Brock, a PK, tied it, and then Katie Rourke, her second goal of the night, gave Seymour the lead. The Lady Owls 3-8-1 on the season. Volleyball on Saturday went 3-1 in the Franklin Invitational. Lady Owls beat Indian Creek 25-21, 25-20. They beat Indianapolis Chittard in 3 sets. And they beat Indianapolis Cecina. They lost to Franklin 16-14 in the third sets for that championship match. Top hitter Maggie Branham and top server was Nora Campbell. Tuesday night, Lady Owls lost to Silver Creek in straight sets. All 3 sets were 25-19. In that match, by the way, Nora Campbell became the all-time career digs leader at Seymour High School. Congratulations to her. Last night, Lady Owls lost to New Albany 25-23, 25-17, 25-17. Zoe Williams and Lily Surface were the top hitters. Nora Campbell and Abby Oddie the top servers. Seymour is 13-12 on the season. Tennis team playing in the Hoosier Hills Conference Tournament this weekend got rained out on Monday, so they played their opening round Tuesday and beat Columbus East 5-0 in the opening round. All 5 positions were easy winners. Carter Stein, Dane Thompson, Braylon Busby in singles, Sean Taguchi, Max Payne at doubles, and Gus Henry and Gage Hillian. Last night, Seymour lost a tough 3-2 match to Floyd Central in the semifinals. Winning for Seymour, Braylon Busby, a 3-set win at number 3 singles, and Max Payne and Sean Taguchi were straight set winners at number 1 doubles. Seymour's playing Jeffersonville for third place this evening. Again, coming up at halftime, we'll talk with Seymour girls golf coach Greg Musser. That is our fall sports spotlight. And it's a 20-minute halftime. So we'll also talk with Seymour girls golf coach Jim Hoffman, as well as golfer Emmy Followell, who finished third at the sectional and will compete in the regional along with her teammates tomorrow. That coming up at halftime, so be with us for that. Up next, we'll talk about that regional tomorrow and have our weekly conversation with Seymour High School Athletic Director Kirk Mance. You're listening to Seymour Football on 92.7 WXKU.
It's time to celebrate you. The People's Bank invites you to Community Appreciation Day on Friday, September 26th from 11 to 2 at all 4 of our locations. Stop by and enjoy a mouth-watering lunch from Lola's Modern Kitchen, plus chances to win great prizes and giveaways. We're proud to serve our hometown communities, and this day is all about showing our gratitude. That's Friday, September 26th from 11 to 2 at the People's Bank. 4 locations, 1 big thank you. The People's Bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC.
Looking for straight teeth without breaking the bank? At Jackson County Dental in Seymour, you can enjoy top-tier care with Invisalign that fits your busy lifestyle and budget. For the week of September 22nd through 25th, score a free Invisalign line consultation, plus get up to 30% off select treatments at Jackson County Dental. Take those first steps toward your best smile. Call us now at 812-522-8608 to schedule your appointment. Jackson County Dental, downtown Seymour.
Some people check their couch cushions to find spare change and don't realize the real money is in their garage, behind the shed, or lying around in their basement. Hi, this is Sean Franklin with Franklin Surplus. We pay top dollar for all your scrap metal. Think about that old lawnmower you thought you might fix someday, or the refrigerator that quit working, or that old car battery you keep meaning to get rid of. Turn them all into instant cash right now. It's fast, it's easy, and we pay you on the spot. Bring all your scrap copper, steel, aluminum, lead, any type of scrap metal out to Franklin Surplus, just off Highway 50 East in Hayden.
Time for our athletic report as we talk with Seymour High School Athletic Director Kirk Mans. And Kirk, here we are. It's the next couple weeks are a busy time for fall sports. Let's talk girls golf. Got out of the sectional again, finished second, had a great team score, and now compete over in the regional tomorrow. And again, Coach Hoffman has done a great job with these young ladies.
Getting a lot better, always do. That's a good sign of teams working and coaches coaching and doing the things they have to do. But going over to Montgomery tomorrow for the sectional, and hopefully we can have 5 girls shoot their best, and that's the goal tomorrow. We're getting consistency out of a couple of the girls who continue to do a really good job, and I know you're going to have one of them on in your show tonight too. So they deserve that, or she deserves that, and her team deserves that time. And Coach Hoffman does a great job for us. So, and last night also Hoosier Hills Conference play with our tennis. At Floyd, we went down 3-2 last night. So. I know we're disappointed, but we're having a great year, and we're playing for third place in the conference today at Jeffersonville, and then we'll be moving on to the sectional next week.
Yeah, sectional at Bedford, and I know Seymour last year won the sectional, and they are certainly one of the teams to be considered this year, and looking forward to that. Going to be at Bedford this year, a little different that we're not hosting.
Well, we're not hosting. We're hoping to have some renovations on our court here to upgrade them, hopefully in the near future. That's the hope. And so once we get that done and we get that surface where it needs to be, the tournaments need to be held on nice surfaces. Sure. and the best surfaces that we have. And right now, Bedford has a better surface.
Soccer will be the draw is this weekend. Just for fans' information, that we are hosting the girls' soccer sectional this year. So an opportunity to come out, but that sectional will be not this coming week, but the following week. But we're getting that time of the year again where we're getting into tournaments for these fall sports, aren't we?
We're there. There's no doubt about it. Hosting the girls' soccer coming up here will be something we haven't done in a while. We haven't hosted the girls. The last time we hosted was the boys, but we do have the regional that next week, and we've been traditionally doing that on a year-to-year basis. And we're just into it. Over fall break is when volleyball will have their sectional, and then football always ends up last, there in early November. But we're there. Cross country's coming up. You name it. Every sport we have is coming up right now. And so, again, we've had great weather. The only rain that we've had was a couple days this week, and that's been the entire fall. And the weather holds out, and tonight is no different. We're going to have great weather tonight. We're having great weather, and so we expect a really big crowd tonight at our football game.
As this airs, we're about 45 minutes from kickoff. If you haven't got your tickets already, and we hope that you have, I would advise that you probably get in your car and come soon, because the line closer to kickoff is going to be long tonight.
Yeah, hopefully a lot of you have taken advantage of our online ticketing with EventLink, and you have your tickets. That way you can use one of the pass gates. We'll be open on the visitor side tonight for entrance as well, and the home side like we normally are. But hopefully you've taken advantage of that. We don't want folks to have to stand in line, but we can only get so many through. And when it piles up and bottlenecks for us around kickoff time, that makes it really tough. So avoid some aggravation for yourself and get those tickets beforehand.
All right. Kirk, I appreciate the time as always.
Thanks, Jay. Go Owls.
Up next, our scouting report on the Brownstown Central Braves. We'll talk with their head coach, Reed May. You're listening to Seymour Football on 92.7 WXKU.
New Legacy understands the importance of securing your future, and we are ready to serve you at either of our locations in Seymour or Scottsburg. Insurance isn't just about protection. It's about providing peace of mind and financial security for you and your loved ones. Whether it's safeguarding your business, home, or health, New Legacy is here to guide you through the process and ensure you have the coverage you need. Don't wait until it's too late to protect what matters most. Call today at 812-271-2000. or visit us to start building a legacy of security. When it comes to insurance, do what you do best and delegate the rest to us at New Legacy.
Your friendly and knowledgeable Bryant dealer, Schneider's Plumbing, Heating, and Air, is ready to help. Schneider's Plumbing, Heating, and Air is committed to achieving a high level of training and skills and backed by outstanding products from one of the industry's most trusted names, Bryant. Whether you need a quick fix or an entirely new heating system, Schneider's Plumbing, Heating, and Air will do whatever it takes for your family's comfort. Schedule an appointment today by calling Schneider's Plumbing, Heating, and Air at 812-522-2070 or visit them online at SchneiderPlumbingandHVAC.com. Bryant, whatever it takes. BSM Group's your trusted partner for utility engineering, drafting, and right-of-way permitting. With a proven track record of excellence, BSM Groups delivers precision and expertise that's second to none. Whether you are a utility company or utility contractor, BSM Groups can optimize your projects and ensure compliance so you can meet deadlines and exceed expectations. Visit us today at bsmgroups.com or give us a call at 812-271-2400. BSM Groups, your blueprint to success in the utility engineering industry.
Back on our pregame show, we continue to count down to kick off the Owls and the Brownstown Central Braves tonight. Our scouting report on the visitors, the Brownstown Central Braves. They come in with a record of 5-0, and they have not been challenged this year. They beat Corydon Central 63-0, Charlestown 70-25, New Albany 56-0, Salem 63-7, and North Harrison 56-14. They've had a running clock at halftime in each of their first 5 ball games. They're coached by the Hall of Famer Reed May in his 33rd year as coach of the Brownstown Central Braves, and I had a chance to talk with Coach May earlier this week. Here was our conversation. Well, Coach May, first of all, thanks again for taking the time. Always nice to talk with you. Off to a good start, 5-0. I don't think there was any secret coming in. This was probably one of your more experienced ball clubs. You've got everybody back from last year and very senior dominated as far as your starting unit goes.
Yeah, we lost a few guys last year. We had 6 seniors, but, most of our starters on offense and defense were returning. We got 19 seniors, which is the second most we ever had. So we thought a lot of them had a lot of experience. A lot of them had started for 3 years. So, yeah, going into the season, we thought we should be pretty good.
Probably one of the biggest, as far as size-wise, maybe one of the bigger teams that you've had in quite a while.
Yeah, our offense and defense line is probably one of the best we've had. And, a lot of those guys, like I said, played. I think Isaac's started for 4 years now, and Joe started for 3, and then a couple of other guys. Shelton started for 3 at center. So they have a lot of experience, and that's, makes it nice on the coach to be able to talk to and communicate with those guys because they know what we're talking about.
Sure. And then obviously when everybody talks about the skill players, you've got a three-year starter and quarterback, Micah Sheffer, who really has just developed into not just a great quarterback, but a really great leader for your ball club.
Yeah, Micah, he's a 3-sport athlete going to Purdue on a golf scholarship, and he was on big part of that state championship basketball team. So he's a kid that's, a born leader, and, he does a lot of things for us quarterback-wise. He runs the ball, throws the ball real well, and I think more importantly, though, he's just a senior leader. And, we started him his sophomore year, counting on that his senior year would be like it is now, and he's done a great job for us.
And you've got some good supporting cast around him. I know Preston Garrison, Trey Sweeney having some great years. And also Mike has thrown the ball probably better this year than he has in years past. At least it looks like on paper.
Yeah, we feel like we got to throw. We got to throw it in the regular season because come tournament time we're going to have to throw. So, we've made a conscious effort to throw some. I know every game we've been done at halftime. So it makes it kind of hard, and you kind of hate it for our opponents that we have to throw the ball some. But if we don't work on it now, all of a sudden tournament's going to get here, and we're not used to throwing. So, he's done a great job throwing for us so far, and we continue to still supposed to expand on our passing game. And like I said, 3-year starter, he should be able to throw the ball pretty well by now. So.
Yeah, I've talked with you many years, and over the years, obviously, you've changed maybe what you call your offense. It used to be the wing T, and then you went to a single T. But it's still, nothing changes from Brownstown's standpoint as far as the offense goes. It's a lot of motion and a lot of misdirection, and that's something you've always had and probably always will have.
Yeah, it's a wing T. It was basically we're under center now. We're in shotgun all the time, but it's still the misdirection. Still a lot of deception, a lot of movement, and it's kind of what we do. We feel like the biggest advantage of that is a team getting ready to play us. Especially if they haven't played us before, you have 4 days to get ready, and I think even harder than that is simulate us in practice. For us, running against other wing T teams or running against spread teams, it's a lot easier for our scout team to emulate our opponent because it's something that we've seen and don't know how to do. Where for another team to try to do our offense on scout team, I think it's very difficult for them.
So far this year, you've gotten off, I think you said you've gotten off to really good starts. I think you've had running clocks at halftime at each of the game. But not only are you scoring a lot of points, but defensively, I know you give up 25, which is the most you've given up this year against Charlestown. But it's one thing to score, but defensively, you have played really well through the first 5 ball games as well.
Yeah, again, we got a lot of returning starters on defense. And, I think the key is Owen Wishmeyer. Owen, last year we lost him in the Salem game, and so he came back later in the tourney. I think Haley may have been his first game back. But, he's another one. He's a 3-year starter at middle linebacker, and just having his experience and how he reads things really helps us. And then, you got our defensive line pretty darn good with, Joe and Isaac there. Caden Wishmeyer, returning starter. Ernest Harrison started for us last year. So, we got a lot of returning starters on defense also.
Coach, on film, what impresses you? What do you like about your opponent, Seymour?
Well, they give you a lot of different things. I think it's offensively, they run the wing tee some, they run a spread some, they run 2-back set some. So, as a defense, you got a lot of different things you need to prepare for. And then, they do some things really well. I mean, the running back number 3 is a really good athlete, runs the ball well. The quarterback has thrown the ball well at times. So, I think they're just inexperienced. We knew from last year they had a lot of seniors starting last year. And coming into this season, they would be a lot of inexperience. And I think that's proven over the first 5 games. But, like I told our kids, and I think, they've mentioned in the paper that, we faced, Seymour twice. They were 0-5 and beat us. We faced them twice. They were 1-4 and they beat us. So, to me, I told the kids, I said, don't worry about the record. It's the Jackson Bowl, so who knows what's going to happen.
Yeah, and I wanted to – and I don't necessarily want to ask you about the sense that, that Brownstown's 5-0, Seymour's 0-5. I mean, everybody's going to say what they're going to say, and everybody has their opinion on what they think this game's going to be. And you've been around the game long enough to know that it's played on the field and not in the paper and not in the community, if you will. But I do want to ask you, and I think we've talked about this each year, the fact that this type of atmosphere that we get, and I talked to Coach Moore about this, about talking to his players, about experiencing what type of atmosphere, because if people come to a football game, 1 game a year, generally it's going to be the Seymour Brownstown game. That's just how it works. And this type of atmosphere that these kids will play under, the packed house, standing remotely, whatever, it really is an opportunity for them to relish and enjoy this opportunity, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we've always treated it like a tournament game, and just because, I mean, little different things. I mean, we don't lift as hard. I mean, don't lift as much on Monday and Wednesday. We watch more film during this, so we treat it like when we get to a sectional. And more importantly, like you said, the atmosphere. A lot of our games, we have a great crowd. No matter home or away, we have a great crowd. But unfortunately, the visiting team may or may not have a great crowd. The Charlestown game was a great atmosphere down there. Our home games are not bad, but to have the Jackson Bowl, it's going to be standing room only. It's going to be packed. Well, that's what we had last year at Linton, the same way. I mean, you got people lined up all around the fences. The end zone was packed. And that's something that, you don't get a lot. And the more opportunities you have the better you're prepared for the tournament time. And, again, I tell our seniors all the time, right now our seniors are guaranteed only so many games. That's it. And, they like to play as many as you can, but this is their senior year. This is the last hurrah. And, so they want to have bragging rights over Seymour, and just the whole atmosphere is just great for both communities, great for our team, and it helps us the tournament.
Sure. Coach Reed May, I know the focus is on Seymour this week, but I know a lot of expectations, a lot of promise with the Brownstown football team this year. Wish you the best of luck after this week, and hopefully the tournament run is very successful and memorable for your ball club. Always nice to talk with you.
All right. Appreciate it.
The Braves come in ranked number 2 in Class 2A. They've won 17 regular season games in a row. The last loss was 2 years ago on this field to Seymour, 41-20, September the 22nd. They are 10-8 against the Owls since 2007. 4-4. These teams have split games here at Bullitt Stadium, and Brownstown has won 3 out of the last 5 contests. We'll see what happens tonight as the Braves and the Owls get ready to kick off here in about 20 minutes. We'll take a break. When we come back, our Coach of the Week is Gavin Blanton. We'll talk with Coach Blanton as we continue on our pregame show. You're listening to Seymour Football on 92.7 WXKU.
For 125 years, JC Bank has been right beside you, cheering for every touchdown and every three-pointer. That's because we're your community bank, proudly supporting the teams that make our towns come alive. Just like the dedication of our local high school athletes, JC Bank is dedicated to providing personalized banking, investments, and trust services for you and your family. Experience the JC Bank difference. Stop in today or visit us online at jcbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Bob Boyner Family of Dealerships is happy to be supporting local high school athletics. You'll score big when you visit any of their locations for sales and service or their collision center for all your auto repair needs. They've been servicing South Central Indiana since 1979. Bob Boyner Family of Dealerships will also purchase your vehicle in the event you're not quite ready to sell or trade. Check them out, Bob Boyner Family of Dealerships, online at bobboyner.com.
Hi, I'm Emery Jones, Career Education Coordinator at Prosser Career Education Center in New Albany. Are you ready to build your future? At Prosser, you'll explore 29 hands-on, high-wage programs, from aviation to culinary, welding to cybersecurity, all designed to launch real careers or college success. Prosser is located at 4202 Charlestown Road, New Albany, Indiana. Need help? Call our main office at 812-542-8508 or visit your school counselor today to learn more. Prosser, where your future begins.
Back on our pregame show, we get set for Brownstown Central, and our coach of the week is Gavin Blanton. Gavin is the running backs coach, also coordinates the offense for the junior varsity team. Gavin, I believe, second year or third year on the coaching staff?
Third year on the coaching staff.
Third year, that's what I thought. So you're becoming a regular now.
Yep.
Running backs coach, let's dive into the running backs. I think from day one to now, maybe the biggest improvement on the team is Trayshawn Hawkins. The way he runs, the way he sees the field now, I think he has just truly become a great running back in his own, and he has improved from the start, hasn't he?
Oh, I 100% agree. We always knew he had crazy talent, the freshman and sophomore, but he's a different kind of animal. He's awesome to watch. He's fantastic out there.
He seems to see the whole a little bit better than what he used to. Is that something that you worked on him? Is just you don't have to hit it full blast, but sometimes you have to be patient and you have to see the whole develop?
I would love to take that credit, man, but he puts in so much work in the off season and just all that kind of stuff. Now, doing what I do with him, yeah, I imagine I help, but he is one of the hardest working kids I've ever seen in my life.
This has been a different year for us in the sense of we're a more run-oriented team than a passing team. That's the first time that's happened. I know that since you've been here, so the emphasis has been on the running game. That's been a little different this year, hasn't it?
Yes, it has. It's been a change of pace, but I like it. I honestly like it a lot. So
you got another young one in Everett Jackson. Unfortunately, wasn't able to play against Bedford. Is he getting better? Is he practicing this week?
Yes, he is. Yeah, he's gotten a lot better. He roughed up his ankle a little bit started last week, but he's back and fully ready to go.
Everett's one of those guys that we saw from day one that he hits the hole. He's got some speed. He's got a lot of potential.
Oh, yeah, of course. Fast kid, good kid, great worker. He's awesome.
Going to the format that we go to, how much teaching was there in the offseason from the standpoint of getting these kids to learn a new system? How difficult was that?
It was a learning process, not just for the kids, but also for some of their coaches. But yeah, it was a process, but it's all starting to click. It's all starting to come together now. So,
and not only the two slots, but certainly Maddox Wallace is healthy again. He was hurt for a couple games, and the injury bug it bites everybody. But maybe getting some of these guys healthy is going to really improve our running game, isn't it?
Oh, I 100% agree. He's a big factor in our offense, and having him back now fully, that's awesome. Glad to have him back.
I know Alex Milliken kind of sat in the role a little bit last week and did okay, but he's more suitable to be on the outside, no question about it. when you talk about these guys, a lot of times the offense that we run, they've got to be good blockers as well. Mm-hmm. And we've seen that over the course of the year is guys like Everett and Trayshawn and Maddox and Brody Bowles, who has also stepped in there. Mm-hmm. Those guys have really thrown in some nice blocks. But that's something that you really have to work on with this offense is being good blockers, isn't it?
Yes, 100%. We do blocking drills almost every single day with either Coach Moore with the offensive lineman or down with Coach Wolf with the D lineman.
Talk a little bit, Gavin, about you're also the offensive coordinator for the JV team, and you guys have had some success. I think, 2 or 3 wins this year, but talk a little bit about this JV offense and what has been impressive this year.
Man, it's fun. Honestly, it's fun all offense. We've had some great games. We've had a couple of rough ones as well. We've got some great games just offensively. Everyone's just trying to find their rhythm, but man, it's fun to watch. It's fun to coach too.
I know you're getting a chance to play some of the freshmen too, because we don't have a freshman team. Yep. So some of these freshmen are getting action, and that's only going to help these guys 2-3 years down the road to have that experience to play in it.
Yes, sir. Yeah, with a lot of us are freshmen out there, which I think can be a blessing and a curse, which I love it right now because we're getting a lot of young guys some reps. But a lot of them are just a little smaller than the rest of them out there. But they're getting good reps out there. So
and they get a lot of work in practice running scout offense, and that's obviously got to help as well.
100%. Yeah, 100%.
As the offensive coordinator for the JV team, do you try to do the same things that the varsity does? Do you run the same offense? I know you've got probably your own personal different nuances, but do you still try to stay with what varsity is going to do?
I try my best. Sometimes our numbers aren't always there, so I do my best to replicate what we do on Friday nights. But, yeah, I do my own little style of offense I like to run. So
okay. Now, on a Friday night, you're on the sideline, correct? You're not in the booth.
Correct. Yeah, I'm on the sideline.
Okay. Were you in the booth last year? Have you ever been in the booth?
One game, Greenwood, first game last year. Yeah, first game last year.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So you're on the sideline. So obviously it's been a rough year from a win-loss standpoint. You've been around long enough. You know the rivalry with Brownstown Central, the games played on the field. How important is it for these kids to have the belief that, you know what, despite what everybody is saying, you've got to have the belief that you can compete?
Yeah, man, it's everything. It's like we always go into the week. It's 0-0. We're not 0-5. We're 1-0 no matter what happens. And these kids they're fighting their tails off every day, dude. They just have to go out there and just do their best. That's all we can really ask of.
Just hope that we can get rewarded with a victory here very soon.
I'll take a win all day.
Be great to do that tonight, that's for sure. Gavin, appreciate the time. Continued success here on the coaching staff, and we'll look forward to talking with you hopefully for many more years.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
You bet. Gavin Blanton, our Coach of the Week. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have our Commissioner's Report as well as the Conference Report straight ahead. You're listening to Seymour Football on 92.7 WXKU.
When you buy insurance, you are buying more than just a policy. You're buying the service that goes with that policy. I'm Lance Gentry, partner at Beatty Insurance. Since 1863, the staff at Beatty Insurance has been providing unparalleled service to our customers and to our community. We live here, we are active in local organizations that give back, and we love serving you. Beatty Insurance offers business, homeowners, auto, farm, and life insurance. Call Beatty Insurance for a quote today at 812-522-5640 or check out our website at beattyinsurance.com. Beatty Insurance. We are here when you need us.
It's time to celebrate you. The People's Bank invites you to Community Appreciation Day on Friday, September 26th from 11 to 2 at all 4 of our locations. Stop by and enjoy a mouth-watering lunch from Lola's Modern Kitchen, plus chances to win great prizes and giveaways. We're proud to serve our hometown communities, and this day is all about showing our gratitude. That's Friday, September 26th from 11 to 2 at the People's Bank. 4 locations, 1 big thank you. The People's Bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC.
Some people check their couch cushions to find spare change and don't realize the real money is in their garage, behind the shed, or lying around in their basement. Hi, this is Sean Franklin with Franklin Surplus. We pay top dollar for all your scrap metal. Think about that old lawnmower you thought you might fix someday, or the refrigerator that quit working, or that old car battery you keep meaning to get rid of. Turn them all into instant cash right now. It's fast, it's easy, and we pay you on the spot. Bring all your scrap copper, steel, aluminum, lead, any type of scrap metal out to Franklin Surplus, just off Highway 50 East in Hayden.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports. Here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everybody, to our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig, and talking about what's happening around the state in the IHSAA. Commissioner, thanks so much for your time. We are into the regional round of girls golf sectionals last weekend. Fun sport. Hopefully you and your magic with the weather continue again this weekend.
Yeah, I think so, Coach, and we're going to continue to work on that. And weather this time of the year is certainly something that can affect what we do. But, I think the weather, regardless, anytime we do have weather, we'll figure out a way to get it in. But we had an incredible week of girls golf last year. The Zionsville girls actually set a state record in their sectional victory, and they threw out a 73 to get to their final score, and so they're really good. But girls golf has just continued to improve in the state, and we're going to have a heck of a tournament at Prairie View Golf Course in 2 weeks.
Great course, great young ladies have shot well, and it's a competitive, as we talked about before, it's an incredibly competitive field coming up. You also, we're getting into that time of year, just finished up your meetings with some of the constituents, the school officials around the state, wrapped up that this week. Was it a productive exercise, as it seems to be every year?
Yeah, it is. We have to get out and listen to what's going on within our schools. And, it's easy for us we're in the Indianapolis area all the time because of where our office is at. But, we need to get out. We go visit with our schools. We had 8 stops around the state over the last 3 weeks. And we spend about 2 hours at each meeting place. And one, we just go over some things that have happened within the last year of the association. We talk a lot about the philosophy behind education-based athletics, but we also want to listen. And we want to listen to what's going on with our schools. And that helps us guide where we need to be in the future policy, future bylaws of the association. And so I often say this is your IHSA.
Right.
It's a member school organization. This is something that everybody's involved with, and we certainly want to make sure that we treat it as such.
In a couple of weeks, I'll be using that tagline over and over for the pairing show for football. It is your IHSAA. Voluntary associations are like that, and it only works and survives if you have strong participation from the members.
Yeah, and that's exactly right. And people don't realize that we're a not-for-profit entity. We do it without any tax dollar support. And, the member schools are the lifeblood of what we do.
Right.
And I tell them all that, we run a lot of great tournaments across the state, but we don't run one without the input and without the cooperation of our member schools across the state. And we're so appreciative that the work that they do at their local levels. And it's everybody from the people who run the concessions to the ticket takers to the security. Police officers are involved. We have it takes, as it says, it takes a village. It takes a state to put on a state tournament.
And in our state, our student athletes get a chance to participate in world-class facilities up and down the entire board of sports that are offered. I think it's one thing that we have a number, I think, of advantages over other states, but specifically in terms of facilities.
Yeah, that's exactly right. We play in the best high school facilities in the entire country, and I get to listen to my colleagues occasionally talk to me about, man, how do we get to do that? And I just simply answered, it's great to be in Indiana, because Indiana it's all about the team. It's all about Team Indiana, and people, our professional organizations to our universities want us in their facilities celebrating high school athletics.
He's the commissioner of the IHSAA. It's Paul Neidig. Week 5 of high school football coming up. The pairing show coming up on October the 12th for football. Commissioner, as always, it's great to talk to you. Thanks so much for your time. Be safe on the highways and have a great week.
Thanks, Coach, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
Have you recently reviewed your home and auto insurance policies? Do you have adequate coverage in place? We at Stahl Insurance are here to help. Come see us at our new location, 211 North Chestnut Street in Seymour. Our agents Shane Tremoyan, Nathan Newkirk, Ben Stahl, and Chris Stahl can help evaluate your current policies and make sure proper coverage is in place. That's Stahl Insurance at 812-524-0692 or come see us at 211 North Chestnut Street across from City Hall.
Seymour's place for live entertainment is Jackson Live and Event Center. Check out this schedule coming up on Friday, October 10th. J.D. Shelburne, 7 p.m. Greg Perkins and the Jackson Live Band, Saturday, October 11th. Jimmy Allen, Thursday, October the 23rd. And make plans now to attend Seymour Strikes Midnight, New Year's Eve celebration at Jackson Live and Event. For tickets to all of these events and more, log on to jacksonliveandevents.com.
Many people do not know that our eyes tell a lot about our health. That is why at Connor Smith Eye Center, Dr. Smith, Lambring, and Brooks believe it is very important to have a complete eye exam once a year. If you are diabetic, you are more likely to develop retinal damage to the eye. With a regular eye exam, your eye doctor can monitor the symptoms leading to this problem. Do not wait until it's too late. Visit their website at connorsmitheyecenter.com for more information, or call for an appointment today, 812-524-3937. See your future clearly.
In the final stages of our pregame show, time now to check the Hoosier Hills Conference report. Big game tonight in Columbus, where the 2-0 Floyd Central Highlanders will play at the 3-0 Columbus East Olympians. Floyd 4-1 overall, East 3-2 overall. But again, the winner tonight will maintain an undefeated rank and try to continue for a Hoosier Hills Conference title. Bedford North Lawrence also 3-0 in the conference. They played Jennings County tonight. The Stars have games with Floyd Central and Columbus East 2 of the last 3 weeks. So those will be big. So an important night for Bedford to try to stay clean. Although tonight's game was not a conference game, I guess, technically. Again, Jennings County not a member of the conference for as far as football goes. So tonight's game is not a member of for a conference game. So Bedford will remain tied. Will East and Floyd Central stay with them in the unbeaten ranks. Also tonight, New Albany is at Silver Creek, and as mentioned, Jeffersonville is hosting Bloomington North. Big game next week has Bedford North Lawrence at Floyd Central. Some other games tonight. Scottsburg plays Charlestown. That should be an interesting contest. We take a look at the polls, the Class 5A poll. Number 1 team is New Powell, followed by Bloomington South, Plainfield, Cathedral, and Lafayette. Floyd Central comes in at number 11 this week. On the 6A rank, Brownsburg, Center Grove, Crown Point, 1, 2, and 3, all unbeaten. In 4A, it's Heritage Hills, Chittard, East Noble. In the ranks, 3A, Evansville Memorial, Mississinawa, and Cascade. Adams Central, Brownstown Central, and Lapel, 1, 2, 3, and 2A. North Decatur, Providence, and Springs Valley, 1, 2, and 3 in 1A. Even Providence 3 and 2 still ranked number 2 in the Class 1A poll. Quick check of the numbers as far as the conference goes. The leading the top scoring team in the conference continues to be Floyd Central. The stingiest team in the conference, Bedford North Lawrence. Right now, 4 teams working off victories. Longest winning streaks, Bedford East and Floyd Central, all with 3-game winning streaks. New Albany, still the longest losing streak. They have dropped 11 games in a row. They'll play tonight again against Silver Creek. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll go down on the field. It's our last word before kickoff with Tyson Moore. You're listening to Seymour Football on 92.7 WXKU.
Your friendly and knowledgeable Bryant dealer, Schneider's Plumbing, Heating, and Air, is ready to help. Schneider's Plumbing, Heating, and Air is committed to achieving a high level of training and skills and backed by outstanding products from one of the industry's most trusted names, Bryant. Whether you need a quick fix or an entirely new heating system, Schneider's Plumbing, Heating, and Air will do whatever it takes for your family's comfort. Schedule an appointment today by calling Schneider's Plumbing, Heating, and Air at 812-522-2070 or visit them online at SchneiderPlumbingandHVAC.com. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Down on the field, it's our last word before kickoff as the Owls get set to take on the Brownstown Central Braves. And, Coach, Friday night going to be a great atmosphere. We talked about this last night, how our kids really need to relish in the fact that we're playing in front of a packed house and just go out and have fun. And because it's a great Friday night tradition.
Yeah, we couldn't ask for better weather right now, especially when we had a rainy week all week and sun's out and it's a nice crisp night. So definitely good weather for late September. A big message all week is just getting off to a fast start and trying to take advantage of opportunities that we get and let the chips fall.
Obviously, you're looking at them. They're 5-0, having a great year. A lot of seniors, a lot of leadership. It's a good challenge tonight, the one that I'm sure these kids have been ready to embrace.
Yeah, we've been limping around all season, it seems like, but coming into this game, attitudes change a little bit. Morale's kind of boosted up a little more. This is a big game for the community, both communities, and that always plays a factor into it. Kids seem to play up. So I'm hoping our kids can come out amped up, ready to go tonight and have a great football game.
And like we talked about, the papers, on paper, it is what it is. The committee is going to say what it is, 0-5, 5-0. But the one thing is our kids have to believe that they can compete. And that's the one thing I know you've stressed with them all week is you play the game on the field.
Yeah, I've never cared about what the paper says because I've been parts of big upsets on both sides. And I've been part of games that just weird football games, and that's the beautiful thing about high school football is you never know what you're going to get. And the critics are going to say what they want. People are going to hype it up and say what they want. But when it comes down to it, the game's played on a 120-yard checkerboard, and you either show up or you don't. And tonight, our kids have an opportunity to do something pretty special.
All right, Coach, best of luck tonight.
Thanks, Jay. Go Owls.
Starting lineups and the opening kick is next at Seymour and Brownstown Central, and it all comes your way on 92.7 WXKU.
Choosing the right health insurance for you and your employees is essential, and now is the perfect time to get Sciho Smart with your benefits. Hi, I'm John Sattler Jr. with Sciho Insurance Services. At Sciho, we provide flexible and affordable health benefits to companies of all sizes. Our wide range of products include fully insured and self-funded plans backed by our local support teams. Give us a call today at 812-378-7070. Visit us online at sciho.org or reach out to your local agent for more information on how to become Sciho Smart.
And back here at Bullitt Stadium, where we are just a couple minutes away from kickoff as the Owls and the Brownstown Central Braves get ready to do battle. I'm Jay Hubbard along with Lance Hubbard and joined tonight by Jeff Claycamp. Welcome back, Jeff. Appreciate you being here.
Certainly good to be back with the Owls tonight. Thanks, Jay.
The Owls come in with a record of 0-5. Brownstown Central is 5-0. Obviously, you look at this and you look at the IHSA website and the John Harrell's predictions and we're not going to sugarcoat it. I mean, this on paper doesn't look to be a matchup that's going to be close tonight. It does look like a mismatch, but we've been around football long enough to know that you got to play the game on the field. But the first and foremost thing is you have to have the belief that you can compete, and that's the main thing for the Owls is they have to believe they can play tonight.
Yeah, you have to have a short-term memory as a football coach and as football players and not focus on numbers and just focus on the process. What can we do to become a better football team? And I think that's what you'll see the Owls looking for tonight. We need to shore up some things on defense. You know, our offense has kind of been looking good lately. If we can shore some things up on defense, make this a competitive football game.
The Owls won the toss and elected to receive. Let's check the starters for Seymour offensively, brought to you by Pizza Palace. The starting lineup of the game. Stop in and mention tonight's game night special and get a 16-inch two-topping pizza for only $19.99. Again, don't forget about the starting lineup special from Pizza Palace, $19.99 for a 16-inch two-topping pizza. The Owls along the offensive line, Chase Smith, the left tackle, 6'1", a senior. Blake Steinbrook is the left guard, a 5'9", junior. The center is Diego Aguilar, a 5'10", senior. The right guard is Evan Von Haney, a 6'4", junior. And the right tackle is Austin Rehart, a 5'11", freshman. The running backs are Trayshawn Hawkins, a 5'9", senior. The receivers, Alex Milliken, a 5'11", senior. The tight end is Jackson Fox, a 6'3", junior. Everett Jackson is the slot at 5'10", sophomore. And the quarterback is Max Coates, a 180-pound junior. We are set for football. Glad you're with us here on a Friday night. The Braves 5-0, ranked number 2 in Class 2A. A great crowd on hand, as you might expect for this matchup, as Nathan Conyer has it teed up for Brownstown Central. Alex Milliken and Aaron Holtz back deep for the Owls. Hope you enjoy the broadcast as the ball is kicked away by Conyer. It's an end-over-end kick that'll sail way out of bounds. That almost landed on the track.
We'll take that field position to start.
Oh, he mishit that one or something. That was way out of bounds. And the Owls do take over 1st and 10. And they'll put the ball, high school, 35-yard line, where Seymour will take over. And, the thing about, Jeff, we've talked about, and Lance and I talked about this last week, is the Owls cannot get themselves in second and long and third and long situations. They got to be able to pick up positive yards on first down.
Yeah, you definitely have to make it to where it's second and manageable, but especially third and manageable. Getting back to let them pin their ears back and bring heat. You just can't let them do that. You'll see a big explosion out of their defensive line. They really come off the football very hard.
So the Owls set up, and they will set up in the 2 receivers to either side. Now they'll switch them up and go back to the wing T formation. So they started out in the spread formation. Coates is in the shotgun, and he's dropping back to pass. He wants to set up the screen. He's got some pressure. He throws it downfield. The pass is incomplete. Intended there for Everett Jackson, who went out inside. Joe Roberts was putting pressure on Max Coates, and that is one of the strengths of Brownstown. Maybe one of the best defensive lines up front that they've had in years.
I've not watched a lot of football throughout the state this year, besides Seymour and a little bit of Brownstown because of a good friend. But yes, their defensive line, they come off that football really hard. They do. And they've got a linebacker that really feels hard as well in Wishmeyer.
2nd down and 10. Coates under center this time. He takes the snap. He hands right off the back to Wallace, and he is hit behind the line of scrimmage. And he's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11. And just like we were talking about, you can't get in those situations.
Yeah, Brownstown's going to bring the house on this when they know it's 3rd and long. That we're either going to screen the football, but we already tried that, so that's unlikely to happen. More than likely, they bring the house. Let's see what happens here. I'd throw a short yardage route here.
3rd and 11, ball at the 34-yard line. The Owls will bring out a couple more slots as Jackson splits out to the left, Milliken out to the right. They do keep the double slots with Jackson and Everett Jackson and Trayshawn Hawkins. Coates in the shotgun, straight back to throw. And before that, I believe I heard a whistle.
Yes. Was it delay?
It was a delay of game on the Owls, so that'll cost them 5 more yards.
That's too bad because we were actually blocking pretty well.
I was going to say, we
really were. So, yeah, shot ourselves in the foot there.
But it is a delay of game, which will bring the ball back 5 yards to the 29-yard line. One other thing about Brownstown that I've noticed this year is they don't have as many kids going both ways.
No.
Normally you see that where they'll have 5 or 6 kids that'll go both ways, but but you look at their starters, I think there's maybe one or two that are going both ways.
Yeah, that's the way Coach Goodman used to do it when we just had a lot of talent back in those days, and he went what's called two platoon, and that's a lot of what Brownstown does.
Receivers to either side, coach in the shotgun. Takes a snap, he's going to hand to Hawkins, and there is nothing for him right up the middle. He was stopped right at the line of scrimmage. About 3 or 4 white jerseys in there, and the Owls will be forced to punt. And just what you didn't want to happen on the opening possession, a 3-and-out, and you're going to get Brownstown pretty good field position as Aaron Holt will be back to punt the ball. Back deep for the Braves is Preston Garrison. He stands about his own 40-yard line.
And this kid is quick. He is a fast back.
As Aaron Holtz, who's done a great job punting the football this year, has done a really good job, takes a snap. And they fake it. They throw it up to Hawkins. He's going to have a first down at the 45 across midfield and into Brownstown territory to the 48-yard line.
In my mind, I thought that was a conservative third down play previously. That was not conservative at all. Fake punt.
Fake punt, Aaron Holtz in the shotgun, and he just threw it up to Trayshawn Hawkins, and Trayshawn gets the first down across midfield to the Brownstown 48-yard line where the Owls have a 1st and 10. Well, you're 0-5 against a team you're predicted to get beat by 40. You throw out all the stops, right?
Why not? You know it. What do you have to lose?
Pistol formation. It's a double handoff, and Hawkins is not going to go anywhere. The Braves were ready for that.
So on those plays, they're a little bit long developing. You cannot get any penetration out of those defensive linemen, and that's exactly what happened. That defensive lineman came through and then squeezed the play down.
So 0 yards on the game, so bring up a 2nd and 10. Clock ticking, 9:10 to play here in the first quarter. The Owls pick up a first down on a fake punt, and now we'll spread out 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Coates in the shotgun. Takes a snap, straight back to throw, throws it out to Hawkins. Trayshawn's got it, and he's close to a first down. He actually fights through a tackler down to the Brownstown 35-yard line, and that will be a first down. He got hit right at the line,
too. We got a flag. Hopefully it's on them.
And it's a holding penalty against the Owls. So that's going to nullify the first down.
Okay, it's out. It will nullify it, but at least it was. I don't think it was an offensive lineman holding. So
they threw the flag at the 41. So they'll mark it off from the 41. So it'll actually go back to their own 49. So it'll be a 2nd down and 12. Essentially, it's a 2-yard loss from the line of scrimmage, 3-yard loss, but it would have been a first down for the Owls. Same formation. 3 receivers to the left, straight back to throw his Coates. He's going to run it, and he gets hit and brought down. Isaac Hutchinson, one of those defensive linemen.
He's going to Central Michigan, I believe.
Yep. Signed with Central Michigan. Got Max, and that was a great play because that's some room. There was some room for Max to run, but Hutchinson was able to get him just as he got ready to break, and it's a loss of 4 back to the 45. And the Owls will be faced again with a 3rd down and long, 3rd and 17.
I tell you what, you get past Joe Roberts and Hutchinson on a run play, you're doing something.
Yeah, that's those 2 guys, seniors.
Oh, my.
Have been starters, 3-year starters, maybe even 4-year starters.
Yeah, actually, yes. Oh, no.
Oh, now here's a bad snap. Coates is able to pick it up and throw it. The pass is complete to Fox. He gets it up into Brownstown territory at the 49-yard line, so they get 6 yards on the pass play. Still going to bring up a long 4th down, and the Owls will bring in their punt unit again. Again, that was doomed from the start. The fact that the snap, Max wasn't able to hold on to the snap and did a nice job just to avoid the pressure to get the pass off.
Absolutely. But, here's where a costly holding penalty, we could still be driving the football if it weren't for that costly holding penalty.
Well, the Owls back to punt. Obviously, last time there's a high snap. This time, Hope gets it down, and he boots it away. It's a high kick. Great punt.
Down it.
That lands at the 10 and will go into the end zone. Boy, that was a great punt by Aaron Holtz. Well, landed at the 10-yard line, but it had so much angle to it, it just went into the end zone. And the Braves will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. So the Owls get the fake punt for the first down, but they're unable to move the ball any farther. Again, a holding penalty really kind of doomed that drive, and now Brownstown will take over. And this is an offense that has just been rolling. They're averaging 63 points a game this year, and they've had running clocks at halftime in each of their first 5 contests. So they line up in that tee with Sheffer. Actually, it's a direct snap to the up man right off the bat. That is Trevor Braneman, who carries the ball across the 25 up to the 27-yard line, a pickup of 7, second down and 3. Boy, they have so many options. They line up to where the fullback is lined up in front of the quarterback. They can direct snap it to him. Yeah. And then they have the 2 slots.
Yeah.
Slots are Preston Garrison and Trey Sweeney. There's a snap. And again, it's right up to the up man, Branneman, and he gets a first down across the 35-yard line. So back-to-back direct snaps to Branneman. And the Owls or the Braves have it 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Branneman's a hard-nosed runner, just straight up the gut. Does a nice job for them.
One thing about all these guys, all seniors.
Yep.
Sheffer, the quarterback, is senior. Garrison, Sweeney, running backs, seniors. Branneman, the fullback, is senior. This time the back to throw is Sheffer. Has plenty of time, rolls out to the left. Going to have a hold on Brownstown, and Sheffer's going to get hit. And don't hit him out of bounds. Let him go. Going to cost the Braves. So we'll see what the Owls do. The play itself was a loss of 4 on the play. It's going to be a hold against the Braves. We'll see what Coach Moore decides to do with the fact that they lost 4 on the play to begin with.
I think I know what I'd do.
I would decline it. That's exactly what I would do.
And that's what he did. Though, Jay, there were some good things on that play. We got, obviously, the pressure up front. But one of the reasons there was pressure up front is because our corners were really hard but zone coverage, and they had nobody open. So that's the thing. Brownstown's running offense is amazing. Their pass game, they don't send as many receivers out into the open field.
So a 2nd down and 14 for the Braves. Snap to Sheffer. He hands to Garrison around left end. He tries to find it, cuts it in. Nice play by Aaron Holt to make the snap. Actually, I take you back. That's Charlie Bruce. Charlie Bruce is the 21 who made the tackle. And that was a nice tackle. Garrison had cut it back to the inside and had some room, but Bruce brought him down a 7-yard pickup. And now a 3rd down, 3rd and 7 at the Braves have it at their own 38-yard line. Well, this is where you've got to get them off the field.
Absolutely.
You've got to get them off the field on 3rd and long situations.
Yeah, absolutely. Huge play here.
There's a snap. It's a double handoff. Garrison tries to cut it up the middle. He does. He's got room midfield. 40, 30, down the sideline, 20, 10, 5. That's a touchdown.
And it was a blatant.
But there is a flag on the play, and that will nullify the touchdown. The flag is down here at the Seymour 45-yard line. It's going to nullify what would have been a 62-yard touchdown run. But the holding penalty will bring it back 10 yards. Now, where the flag is, if they marked it off from where the flag is, that still could be a first down.
Yeah.
Because it'll bring it back to the 45, and that might be enough for a first down. It will be enough for the first down. And so the touchdown is nullified, but the Braves do get a first down because of where the penalty was.
Yeah, 10 yards from the spot of the football, from the spot of the foul.
So, again, the Braves do not get the touchdown, but they do get the first down, and it'll be 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line. Again, there's Branneman right up the middle, and he brings it up to the 49-yard line. A pickup of 6 yards brings it up at 2nd and 4. By the way, Justin Blumenberg says he's on his way to St. Louis for Ava's volleyball this weekend. Says we hear us loud and clear.
That's good.
And by the way, there's a person who texted me. He didn't want his name mentioned, so I'll leave him alone. But thanks for the message there, my anonymous texter.
Justin was a heck of a player for us here for the Owls.
2nd down and 6. Again, this time Sheffer keeps it. Nope, Garrison has it. Garrison has it at the 40. Breaks a tackle to the 35-yard line. And he gets it inside the 35 down to the 34-yard line. That's a good pickup of 15 yards. And it's a first down for Brownstown at the Seymour 34-yard line. Clock is moving. 5 minutes to play first quarter. No score. This is Brownstown's first possession of their game. The Owls, after picking up a first down on a fake punt, had to punt on their first possession. Again, Sheffer in the shotgun. Snap is to him. This time he will keep it. And he breaks a tackle to 32 and fights his way forward down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Braden Riley on the stop for the Owls, but not before Sheffer picks up 5. Bring up a second down and 5.
You know, it's not a bad thing that they're running the ball and getting chunks here and there, because that clock is also running and limiting, hopefully, some possessions for Brownstown.
Second down and 5 at the 29. Again, the snap, Sheffer. He will hand it Garrison. Garrison around left end's got a first down, 15-yard line, and down to the 12-yard line. Boy, they have had a lot of success running it on that left side. That offensive line is really moving people, and Garrison, as you said, is very quick, and he finds that hole so quickly.
Just so impressive, not only their defensive line, how they explode off the football, but also their offensive linemen.
16-yard carry for Garrison.
Lest we forget, too, we got Trey Sweeney over here making great blocks on this side, sealing his man. So,
first down 10 at the 14. Yeah, the snap is to Brannaman right up the middle. Brannaman takes it down inside the, they're going to mark him at the 10-yard line. Pick up a 4. Bring up we'll give him 3, second down and 7. And the Braves go without a huddle, which has been their norm for many years. This will be the 10th play of the drive that started at their own 20-yard line, and now it's the 2nd and 7 at the Seymour 10-yard line. Again, Sheffer in the shotgun, takes the snap, and Sweeney has it right up the middle into the end zone for a touchdown. Trey Sweeney, first carry of the game for Sweeney. He goes around the right end, follows a blocker into the end zone, and it's a touchdown, 10-yard touchdown run for Trey Sweeney, and the Braves are on the board first as they drive 80 yards and score. And now the extra point coming with Nathan Conyer.
Yeah, add 87 yards to that run. He might have his dad's record. Travis Sweeney played for the Owls, my best friend. He's listening tonight. His son got the touchdown there. His dad has a 97-yard touchdown run, which is a tie for the record here at Seymour High School.
Yep, I remember that. I was right down there in those bleachers when it happened, too.
And I almost tackled him on this play. So
there's the snap. Kick is away, and the kick is good.
That was a good run by Trey.
3:15 to play first quarter on the Bob Pointer Family of Dealership scoreboard. It's Brownstown Central 7, Seymour nothing. Back in 30 seconds, you're listening to Seymour Football.
UTB Protection offers top-tier traffic solutions and serves as your ultimate partner for smooth and safe traffic flow. As a trusted full-service traffic safety expert, they handle everything from flagging busy work zones to road closures for events and even assist with emergency response traffic management. Their expertise extends to designing strategic and efficient routes for any scenario. Count on UTB Protection's unmatched dedication to traffic safety. Connect with them at UTBsafety.com or call 812-271-2100. UTB Protection, your premier traffic safety partner.
Braves drive 80 yards in 10 plays. A 10-yard touchdown run by Trey Sweeney. Extra point is good. 3:15 to play first quarter. Brownstown first blood as they lead it by a score of 7-0, and Conyer has it teed up at the 40-yard line. While we get a moment, just got word, pass along. Seymour Tennis tonight defeated Jeffersonville 5-0. That was for third place in the Hoosier Hills Conference. Second time the Owls have beat the Red Devils this year, and congratulations. If they're listing on the way home tonight from Jeffersonville, guys, congratulations to you. And
yeah, congrats.
Third place in the conference, an excellent, and they battled Floyd Central last night. Floyd Central ranked in the top 20, lost 3-2.
Wow.
To them last night, so...
really battled there.
Did so. Congratulations on the win tonight. Conyers' kick this time is in play. It's Milliken at the 5, up to the 20, 25-30, and gets hit by 2 Braves players and kind of went backwards. And they also start 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. That was one of those he just kind of like a pinball off the players, right?
Yeah. Being a football purist, I really like that. Yeah.
So the Owls start at the 30-yard line. And Seymour will have the ball for the second time. It is the wing T formation as coach under center this time. And Mac's going to keep it go right up the middle, a straight quarterback sneak. And he's going to get a yard up to the 31. Second down and 9.
Yeah,
Isaac Hutchinson on the stop. Sorry.
No, you're fine. Just going to have to get more than 1 yard chunks here and there. I think you may see Seymour start to try to throw the ball a little bit more. We'll see.
Second down 9. Ball at the 31-yard line. Coates under center. Takes the snap, gives to Hawkins, and nothing there. Nothing there. Again, it was Joe Roberts, the first one to hit him. Loss of 2 on the play. Brings up a 3rd down and 11.
Yeah, we're just going to have to try to limit penetration. They're just getting too much penetration out of those defensive tackles, which, pick your poison. Who are you going to block harder, They're doing the best they can with them. They're just very talented defensive tackles.
Clock is moving as we hit the 2-minute mark of the first quarter. The Owls face a 3rd down and 11 at their own 29-yard line. Back to throw. It's a screen pass. It's complete to Fox. Jackson's up to the 35. Should have kept going to the outside. I think he might have had a chance to get to the marker if he stayed to the outside, but he tried to cut it back in. And the Braves' pursuit got him, and he's going to be 2 yards short at the 38-yard line and bring up a 4th and 2. That's a pickup of 9. I agree. I think if he stays to the outside, he probably is going to be close to the first down.
I really feel he would have been. They're very quick at pursuing to the football. So with them, you can't juke and jive. You've got to get to the sticks. You have to know you're down in distance every play. So anyway.
The Owls are going to go for it. 4th and 2 at their own 38-yard line. I think you just got to take chances, right? You got to roll the dice somehow. Coates is under center. Takes the snap. He kept it himself. He's got first down. He's got room. Midfield. 40. He may go. 30. 20. 10. 5. Touchdown. 62 yards. Max Coates takes it to the house. What a call. He faked the handoff. Kept it himself, and he went. And when he got in the open, there was nobody there. He had everyone faked out, including this 53-year-old up here. Wow, what a call and what a great play by Max Coates as he goes 62 yards, and the Owls an extra point away from tying it up.
I've not seen that play this year. They've got one in their pocket, haven't they?
Adrian Medina in to attempt the extra points.
That was a huge play.
There's the ball. Ball is down. Kick is away, and the kick is good. 53 seconds to play on the Bob Pointer Family of Dealership scoreboard. It's Seymour 7, Brownstown Central 7. You're listening to Seymour Football.
When you buy insurance, you are buying more than just a policy. You're buying the service that goes with that policy. I'm Lance Gentry, partner at Beatty Insurance. Since 1863, the staff at Beatty Insurance has been providing unparalleled service to our customers and to our community. We live here, we are active in local organizations that give back, and we love serving you. Beatty Insurance offers business, homeowners, auto, farm, and life insurance. Call Beatty Insurance for a quote today at 812-522-5640 or check out our website at BeattyInsurance.com. Beatty Insurance. We are here when you need us.
Back here at Bullitt Stadium where the Owls go 70 yards in 4 plays, and it's capped off on a 62-yard touchdown run by Max Coates. I have not seen that play this year. He faked the handoff like the Owls, and then he kept it almost like the Statue of Liberty. He waited for everything to die, and then he took off. And when he got into the open, there was nobody there.
Nobody. And the very patience he had, as Lance had mentioned to us, the patience he had to let the flow go away from him and then turn and go, that was a thing of beauty.
It was a thing of beauty. And once, like I said, he completely fooled the Braves defense because there was nobody. Great call, great execution, and the Owls tie it up at 7-7, bring some life into the crowd. And
well, I can tell you, this coaching staff, they've got some things up their sleeves that they practice every week. You just don't always show them. So hopefully there's a few more of those.
I have a feeling we were not done seeing some trick plays and some different things. Here we go as Medina has it teed up at the 40-yard line. Ready to approach it. There it is. It's an end-over-end kick. That'll go.
Great.
Garrison will drop at the 2, takes it back into the end zone, bring it out to the 5. To the 10. Got to get him right there, and they bring him down at the 15-yard line.
23.
Nehemiah Jones was the one who got him, but a great kick by Medina. Drove it over the head of Garrison.
Well, I tell you what, you definitely don't want to kick it directly to him, so kicking it over his head's the best option.
Now the Owls defense has to we have to get a stop here. You got some momentum. Offense has got the crowd into it. You got, jumping up and down a little bit. You got to come up with a stop here. You got to be able to keep him pinned back there. Again, Sheffer in the shotgun. Sheffer's going to throw it, and the pass is complete to Pendleton. Pendleton gets it up to the 25-yard line. It's going to be a pickup of 10, close to 10. I think they're going to mark him just a yard short, 9 yards. 2nd down and 1. Clock is moving with 30 seconds and counting. The Braves will get one more playoff here, I believe, before the quarter is over. Pendleton, another senior.
Oh, and he's a very talented wide receiver. Got a lot of height, a lot of speed, really good in basketball.
Sheffer gives to Sweeney. Right side's got room. 30, 35, 40. Cuts it up to midfield. Alex Milliken made a touchdown-saving tackle at the midfield mark. It actually will go down at the 49 of Seymour, a 26-yard gain for Sweeney.
That's 36 yards and 2 carries, 18 yards a carry right now. That's amazing average.
And that'll be the final play of the first quarter. So far, it's been an entertaining contest. The Owls and the Braves battling here tonight after one quarter of play. It's Seymour 7, Brownstown Central 7. Back with second quarter action in a minute. You're listening to Seymour Football.
For 125 years, J.C. Bank has been right beside you, cheering for every touchdown and every three-pointer. That's because we're your community bank, proudly supporting the teams that make our towns come alive. Just like the dedication of our local high school athletes, J.C. Bank is dedicated to providing personalized banking, investments, and trust services for you and your family. Experience the J.C. Bank difference. Stop in today or visit us online at jcbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Bob Pointer Family of Dealerships is happy to be supporting local high school athletics. You'll score big when you visit any of their locations for sales and service or their collision center for all your auto repair needs. They've been servicing South Central Indiana since 1979. Bob Pointer Family of Dealerships will also purchase your vehicle in the event you're not quite ready to sell or trade. Check them out, Bob Pointer Family of Dealerships, online at bobpointer.com.
Second quarter underway as the Owls and the Braves doing battle here tonight, along with Lance Hubbard and Jeff Claycamp. Jay Hubbard from Bullitt Stadium. Braves have a 1st and 10 at the Seymour 49-yard line. Sheffer will keep it right up the middle, 45, inside the 40, and down to the 38-yard line, a pickup of right at 10 yards, and that should be a first down.
Yeah, they're using the success that Trey had there to make good fakes and some misdirection plays. So see what the Owls can do to stop that.
Evan Stahl is in at fullback on this possession. Evan is a 5'9" senior. You get my drift. There's a lot of seniors in that backfield, right?
Yeah.
The handoff, it's a double handoff. Garrison, left side 35-30. Cuts it to the outside 20, 15, 10, 5, and into the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, you're not supposed to spike that football.
Preston Garrison off the double handoff goes 39 yards for the score, and Brownstown Central answers Seymour's score right back, and they will go back in front 13-7 pending the extra points.
You know, I always wanted to spike it in high school. My 3 times that I got into the end zone, you know?
Extra point coming from Nathan Conyer. There's the snap. Ball is down, the kick is away, and the kick is good. On the Bob Pointer Family of Dealership scoreboard, 11:23 to play, second quarter. Brownstown Central 14, Seymour 7. You're listening to Seymour Football.
Let me ask you a question. Are you looking to spruce up your living room with a vibrant splash of color? Or maybe give your exterior a fresh coat of paint that turns heads? Or dive into the world of trendy wallpaper designs? Well, if the answer is yes, or even maybe, it's time to call S&B Wall Coverings. From commercial to residential projects, they tackle it all. Painting, epoxy flooring, light remodeling, insulation needs. Their quotes are absolutely free, so you'll know exactly what you'll pay for. Don't wait any longer. Contact S&B Wall Coverings today. Watch your home turn into the place you love. 812-216-0162.
Braves go 84 yards in 4 plays, capped off by a 39-yard touchdown run by Preston Garrison. Extra point good. 11:23 to play here in the second quarter. Brownstown back up now by a score of 14-7.
Jay, was that first play drive like a 10-plus play drive?
Yes.
Yeah. I was wanting more of a 10-plus again. not a 4.
That drive was a lot easier too. They got chunk yardage every time.
Trey started it off, and then Garrison
got a nice pass play in there. So
to Pendleton.
Yep. Conyer tees it up at the 40. Going to go across the way, and it's going to be Milliken at the 12. Milliken up to the 25, and he gets tripped up and stopped short of the 30. About the 20. Actually, they'll say his knee went down. Looks like they're going to mark him all the way back to the 26-yard line. So,
not bad field position.
Not bad.
+6. You know, had it
7.
So +7 had it gone into the end zone.
So at the 27-yard line, where Seymour will take over 1st and 10. As the Owls come out with double slots, Maddox Wallace and Trayshawn Hawkins. Fox lined up as an H-back to the right. The hand is to Hawkins. Trayshawn breaks a tackle at the 35 up to the 40 and gets a first down.
Great run play there by Trayshawn. Wonderful blocking. We sealed that defensive end over on this side. Something else that would be there if we throw it is a quick slant to Milliken to the wide side. I wouldn't be surprised if you saw that.
14-yard gain for Hawkins.
But we'll take 14 yards anytime we can.
Ball resting at the Seymour 41-yard line. Again, double slots. Hawkins lined up to the left. Fox H-back to the right this time. Again, it's a read option, and the give is to Hawkins, and nothing there that time. He gets hit right at the line of scrimmage. Might even lost a half a yard. We'll call it 2nd and 10. And now we got a official calling the play. I think they got a football. Huh. Why are they going to the Brownstown side to get the ball, though?
I don't know.
That's what I understand. They threw the ball out to the Brownstown and then got another one from Brownstown. I thought Seymour was supposed to have. What's that?
Yeah, it could have been.
There could have been a Seymour football on the Brownstown sideline. 2nd down and 10. Ball resting again at the 41. Double slots. Coates in the shotgun. He's got receivers to either side. Takes the snap. Back to throw. Now he rolls out to the right. Looks. Nobody out there. Now he's going to be dragged down from behind.
So on that one, he was kind of waving Alex Milliken down the field. Alex, take his man down the field. He's got probably a wide open pass there.
Isaac Hutchinson was the one who chased him down and brought him down a 2-yard loss. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 12. Again, the Owls faced with that 3rd and long situation.
I could see them going to a screenplay with how aggressive Brownstown is in their front line. I know it wasn't successful that very first drive, but it is a good play against a very aggressive defensive line.
3 receivers split to the left, 1 to the right. Hawkins, the running back with coach. Here's a screen pass to Fox.
Yeah.
And Jackson gets the catch, but it's short yardage up to the 42-yard line. We'll give him 3. Basically, the yards back that coach lost on the sack, and then another yard. So it's 4th and 9, and the Owls will have to bring their punt team out.
You definitely have to punt this one.
Clock moving, 9 minutes to play. Second quarter, 14-7. Brownstown Central in front.
Kick it where they aren't. That's the philosophy here with that fast. What's his name again? I can't remember.
Garrison.
Garrison back there.
And this ball was almost blocked. They had a lot of pursuit, but a nice punt by Holt. And Garrison makes a fair catch at the 21-yard line. Boy, tell you what, the Brownstown had about 4 or 5 guys in there pressuring, and Aaron still got it off. And a high kick that Garrison calls for a fair catch and makes at the 21. That's a great punt, 37-yarder, but great hang time and a nice job of getting it away.
Gave those gunners an opportunity to run down and get in his face a little bit. So very nice punt by Holt.
So we'll see what Brownstown does. They have 2 for 2 on their drive so far. The fact that it's 8:40 left in the second quarter and this is just their 3rd possession, you got to take that as a win, right?
Absolutely.
Again, it's a direct snap to the up back.
Yep.
And it was Garrison who lined up as the up back, and the Owls did a nice job. Loss of 1 on the play. I think that was Charlie Bruce.
Nice play. Make a couple more of those. Just string some of these together.
Actually, I beg your pardon, it was Nehemiah Jones.
Okay.
That was the first one to hit Garrison. 2nd and 11. Brock Dean is the up back. The handoff is Sheffer keeps it and throws it, and it's incomplete.
He got hit hard.
Sheffer got hit by Jacob Dow is the one who hit Sheffer.
He put him down. What a hit.
Pass was intended for Jack Pace, and it was actually a nice pass. Pace just dropped it.
I tell you what, it was a hard shot there by Dow.
But it brings up a 3rd and 11.
This is a huge play.
This is where you have to get him off the field right here. Sheffer in the shotgun, and it's a double handoff. Garrison around the right end. He's got some room. 25, 30,
they had
35, cuts it back into the 40, and it's got a first down at the 41-yard line. 3rd and 11, and they get a first down on the double handoff of 21 yards. And you're right, they had a chance to get him, and they just simply missed a tackle and cost them a first down.
Yeah, go on it, guys. All right.
21-yard pickup, and the Braves will have a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Against a team like this, your margin of error is minuscule.
Mm-hmm. Again, the Braves line up in that single T. This time, Sheffer keeps it back to throw. Wants to go downfield. He does. It's caught by Pendleton. And Pendleton is tackled right there by Milliken at the 41-yard line. A nice pickup, though, on first down, and that'll move the sticks and bring the Braves into Seymour territory. An 18-yard pass play that time from Sheffer to Pendleton.
Pendleton ran a nice route there. Now, Alex is claiming he pushed off on the comeback. I didn't see that, but we'll have to watch, see how Alex and him go against each other here.
Brademan lines up as the fullback. It's a handoff to Sweeney. Trey has around the right end, 35-30, cuts it back into the 20, 15, 10, and down inside the 10-yard line to the 8. Again, a lot of room for Trey Sweeney to run. Great blocking up front. The Braves have it 1st and goal. Now at the Seymour 8-yard line, clock moving with 7 minutes to play.
If I'm their OC, their offensive coordinator, I know who I'm giving the football to. I mean, his average tonight is astronomical.
Again, they line up. Brock Dean is one of the slots. Garrison's getting a possession off. This time the snap, it's Sheffer right up the middle, and he's going to bring it into the end zone for the touchdown. 7-yard touchdown run for Micah Sheffer as the Braves picked up a big 3rd and 11 from their own 20. yard line, and they eventually then get down, and Sheffer brings it in from 7 yards out. And the Braves on the board again with 6:35 to play here in the second quarter. So 3 for 3 on scoring drives for Brownstown. Nathaniel Conyer, the kicker. There's the ball. Snap, placement, kick, and it's good. On the Bob Pointer Family of Dealership scoreboard, 6:35 to play second quarter. It's Brownstown Central 21, Seymour 7. You're listening to Seymour Football.
Having the proper insurance coverage in place at the time of loss is paramount. We at Stahl Insurance are an independent insurance agency providing insurance solutions from many highly rated companies. We take the time to evaluate each individual client's risks and put together insurance solutions that fit your needs. Stop by our office at 211 North Chestnut Street in Seymour or give us a call at 812-524-0692. One of our experienced agents, Shane Tremolian, Nathan Newkirk, Ben Stahl, or Chris Stahl, are here to help. Also visit us online at StahlInsuranceGroup.com.
Back here at Bullitt Stadium, there was actually a penalty on the extra point, holding penalty. So that's going to move the Braves back 10 yards. So this will essentially now be a 30-yard extra point.
He's got plenty of leg.
He's got plenty of leg, no doubt about it. Makes it a little more challenging though, from 30 yards out. The holder is Trevor Branneman. The kick, it might have been partially blocked. It was, and it's short.
Yep, we got that.
I think it was Milliken. Was it Milliken? Yep, sure was.
It got his hand.
Alex Milliken got the block, so the extra point is no good. We'll keep it here after we took the break. The Braves on that drive, by the way, went 79 yards in 6 plays. Capped off by a 7-yard quarterback run by Sheffer. The extra point, though, blocked. And with 6:35 to play, it's now Brownstown Central 20, Seymour 7. As the Owls will get the kickoff. Again, Brownstown Central, you talked about the offensive coordinator. I'm thinking if you're an offensive coordinator for Brownstown, it's got to be Christmas every night to have that many options to what you can do offensively.
And the type of offense they run, you get a kid like Trey Sweeney who's having a heck of a game. Then you start faking to him, getting all kinds of misdirections because then you start keying on Trey, and then they're just going to misdirection you to death. So I certainly wouldn't. I felt I was a pretty decent linebacker in high school, but I don't know that I would have wanted to face this. I would have done it, but the misdirection would have driven me crazy.
So Conyer has it teed up at the 40-yard line.
The key for Seymour here is we've got to get a drive going here on offense.
Back deep for the Owls, Everett Jackson and Alex Milliken, or actually Aaron Holt. And it's going to be Jackson at the 5. Up to the 15, cuts it back and drags some tacklers up to the 25. He's still on his feet. Oh, no, now he lost the football. It's loose on the ground, and I think Brownstown recovered it. They sure did. Brock Dean is the one who stripped it, and the Braves recover. Trevor Branneman up with the loose ball. Boy, Everett Jackson, a great return. He had it all the way up. It looked like he's going to be stopped shy of the 20. Drag tacklers up to about the 25, and then the ball got stripped, and Brownstown gets it 1st and 10 at the Seymour 21-yard line. That hurts.
That's a killer. You know, you hate to see a great effort like that be kind of negated by that, but that defensive Trevor Dean, you said, or who is it again?
Brock Dean, who stripped it.
Yeah, I mean, he just made a heck of a play. The ball was a little bit out there, and he made a heck of a play.
29's in. Yeah, I was going to say, I got a new person in there at fullback, Sheffer. In the shotgun. And actually, the up guy gets it. Who's that? Grayson Cassidy, the ball carrier. So Grayson Cassidy, a senior, in for the first time. He runs it up the middle 4 yards, 2nd down and 6. Clock moving under 6 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Braves up 20-7. Cassidy. This time it's right side, and it's Brock Dean on the carry, and Dean gets it down inside the 5 to the 4-yard line. Couldn't quite pick that up who that was. They run kids in and out. 13-yard gain for Dean, and Brownstown first and goal at the Seymour 4-yard line.
You know, on defense, we're over pursuing a little bit, which creates some cut back lanes.
Once again, Garrison lined up at the right slot. Dean on the left. Cassidy, the fullback. Sheffer in the shotgun. And it's Garrison on the handoff. He jukes to the left side. I think it's brought down. Nice job by Milliken.
Yeah, Milliken made a great tackle there to save a touchdown.
About a yard pickup for Garrison.
Boy, Garrison is so slippery, isn't he?
Quick.
I think you have Garrison, who is their slippery back. You've got Trey, who's got some bulk and some speed, and can kind of – Trey's really good at the cutback as well.
Second down. Second and goal. It's, again, Dean and Garrison the slots. Cassidy the fullback. There's the snap, and it will be nope, not quite yet. Braves taking time. Schefter keeps it himself, but he'll find room into the end zone for the touchdown. 3-yard touchdown run, second running touchdown of the game for Scheffer. And the Braves take advantage of the fumble on the kickoff and score with 4:35 to play. And Conyer will come in to attempt the extra point as Brownstown extends their lead up now to 20 at 27 or 26-7, pending the extra points. There's a snap. Ball is down. Kick is away, and the kick is good. 4:35 to play on the Bob Pointer Family of Dealership scoreboard. Brownstown Central 27, Seymour 7. You're listening to Seymour Football.
Looking for straight teeth without breaking the bank? At Jackson County Dental in Seymour, you can enjoy top-tier care with Invisalign that fits your busy lifestyle and budget. For the week of September 22nd through 25th, score a free Invisalign line consultation. Plus, get up to 30% off select treatments at Jackson County Dental. Take those first steps toward your best smile. Call us now at 812-522-8608 to schedule your appointment. Jackson County Dental, downtown Seymour.
New Legacy understands the importance of securing your future, and we are ready to serve you at either of our locations in Seymour or Scottsburg. Insurance isn't just about protection. It's about providing peace of mind and financial security for you and your loved ones. Whether it's safeguarding your business, home, or health, New Legacy is here to guide you through the process and ensure you have the coverage you need. Don't wait until it's too late to protect what matters most. Call today at 812-271-2000 or visit us to start building a legacy of security. When it comes to insurance, do what you do best and delegate the rest. To us at New Legacy.
The Braves drive 21 yards in 4 plays, kept converted off the fumble on the kickoff, and it's Micah Sheffer, 3-yard run, second TD of the night. And now the Braves attempt an onside kick.
Well,
I don't know that it was onside. He blinded it right off the Seymour player, and let's see who recovers. Brownstown says it's their football.
It is.
And it is Brownstown Central football. I didn't see it. Did he kick it a line drive?
No, I think it was a missed kick, to be honest with you. It was not. It was just a low. I don't know if they want to squib kick it or what, but I don't think that was a planned onside per se. Now, certainly, you get it, you take it, but I don't know that was the intention to have an onside kick.
And Coach Moore is now asking the official, did it go 10 yards?
Well, it hit our player.
Actually, I think Seymour's going to take a timeout.
Yards, so
yeah.
And our player was starting to retreat. You always have to make sure that ball goes over your head.
4:33 to play, and Lane's made a good point there. I think this is a case where coach is just saying, hey, let's give the defense a break because this is now 3 straight possessions where they're going to be on the field.
Yeah.
And to give up the touchdown, the fumble, and the kickoff, and now the onside. So
absolutely, you just try to give them a little bit of a breather. That's a good point by Lance.
Coming up at halftime tonight, by the way, we got a double feature. It's a 20-minute halftime. They got a special presentation for the United Way and the Seymour Marching Out. So it's a double halftime feature. We're going to talk with Coach Greg Messer, girls soccer coach. And then also Coach Jim Hoffman and Emmy Followell going to join me. They are competing in the regional tomorrow at Country Oaks. And we'll talk with Coach Hoffman and Emmy coming up at halftime tonight during our performance as the Braves line up this time at the Seymour 47-yard line. There's the snap. Garrison gets it around left end, cuts it back to the 40, 30, down the sideline and inside the 25-yard line. And Aaron Holtz a little slow getting up back in the backfield. It's a pickup of 21 yards. And Aaron is down. He tried to get up and run, and now maybe got kneed or something. He's having trouble getting to his feet. 26-yard run or 21-yard run for Garrison. While they attend to Aaron, we'll take a break. Back with more from Bullitt Stadium in just a moment. Stay with us.
Seymour's place for live entertainment is Jackson Live and Event Center. Check out this schedule coming up on Friday, October 10th. J.D. Shelburne, 7 p.m. Greg Perkins and the Jackson Live Band, Saturday, October 11th. Jimmy Allen, Thursday, October the 23rd. And make plans now to attend Seymour Strikes Midnight, New Year's Eve celebration at Jackson Live and Event. For tickets to all of these events and more, log on to jacksonliveandevents.com.
Well, the good news, Aaron is up and walking gingerly to the sideline.
Well, I tell you something about those Holt boys. If they can get back up, they will do it. So it was just impossible for him to do so at the time. They're tough kids, man. I had a Shelby Holt that was pretty daggone tough.
Yes, indeed. 4:26 left to play here in the second quarter. It's been all Brownstown here in the second quarter. Game was tied at 7 after one quarter, but the Braves have outscored Seymour 20-0 in the second period, and they are threatening again with the first down at the Seymour 26-yard line. Garrison and Sweeney are the slots. Cassidy, the fullback. It's Sweeney on the carry up the middle, 20, cuts it to the 15, breaks a tackle, and gets it almost inside the 10-yard line. Another chunk yardage play of 15 yards, and the Braves have it 1st and 10. Let's see, do they mark it outside the 10? They do. Well, they're going to say right at the 10-yard line, so that means it's a 1st and goal for Brownstown at the 10.
Trey has such good vision for the cutback play. That's what he did just right there. Saw a hole to the inside and took it.
Once again, Sheffer in the shotgun. Double slots.
Cassidy.
It's Cassidy, direct snap right up the middle.
Nice job by the Owls there.
And Cassidy, minimal yards, maybe 3. We'll give him 3 on the play up to the 7. 2nd and goal. Clock moving now, 3:30 to play here in quarter number 2.
We're certainly okay with that clock running.
Again, double slots. Brownstown letting the clock run a little bit. Again, there's a handoff. It's Sweeney around right in, and he's going to take it into the end zone for the touchdown. Followed 2 Brownstown blockers. And Sweeney, I don't even think was touched as he took it into the end zone. That's going to be a 7-yard touchdown run for Sweeney, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And Conyer in to kick the extra point. And Brownstown puts on point number 26, looking to add 27 here in the second quarter. There's the snap. Ball is down. Kick is away, and the kick is good.
I really love the way Alex Milliken comes firing off that football on the special teams there on the PAT defense. That's what gets you a block occasionally.
Yep. 3:15 to play on the Bob Pointer Family of Dealership scoreboard. It's Brownstown Central 34, Seymour 7. You're listening to Seymour Football.
Your eyes are the windows into your health. Hi, I'm Dr. Lambring with Connor Smith Eye Center. Do you know why your annual exam is so important? Some physical illnesses can be discovered by routine tests during an eye exam. At Connor Smith Eye Center, you receive the latest in eye technology and treatment. From children to senior citizens, from a first eye exam to specialized eye care, Connor Smith Eye Center is here for you. Make your appointment today. Connor Smith Eye Center, 707 West Tipton Street in Seymour. See your future clearly.
Brave drives 47 yards, 4 plays, and it's a 7-yard touchdown run for Trey Sweeney, second of the night for him. And Brownstown has put a 27 spot on the board here in the second quarter and lead it by a score of 34-7. And this game was tied at 7 after Coates' 62-yard run. And, boy, the Braves have completely taken over and dominated from that point. Matter of fact, the Owls offense, hopefully just to get a chance to.
Yeah.
They've turned the ball over twice on back-to-back kickoffs.
Yep.
It's going to be Milliken this time at the 10. Up to the 20. And he'll get it across the 25 up to the 28-yard line, where the Owls offense will get a chance now to come back on the field. 1st and 10 with 3:09 to play here in the second quarter.
Jay, you highlighted the importance of special teams in football games. And there's a case where one both of them really were kind of fluke mistakes, but gave Brownstown the ball in great field position. So see if we can do something here on offense.
Coach in the shotgun, 2 receivers to either side. Hawkins, and the run is to Hawkins, and very little running room. Trayshawn will give him a yard. And I believe Brownstown has called a timeout. They will. They have 3 left. Let me see where I am on my commercial. I think I've got a couple more I've got to get in before the end of the first half. Actually, I think I just have one more, so we'll keep it here for now. 3:03 to play. And again, the Braves, with all 3 of their timeouts, they would like to get the ball, and they get the ball first to start the second half as well. So they're thinking of the obvious. We kind of talked about it there during the break, and they want to get to that point. And, obviously this has been second quarter has been dominated by Brownstown,
Absolutely.
but offensively, this is a team that it's going to take a really good defense to stop them.
Absolutely. And a very, and not saying that Seymour's not disciplined, but not only good, but disciplined defense too.
Yeah.
You've really got to talk about responsibilities when you play Brownstown. It's similar to like an option when you play an option team. You really have to know and have your responsibilities.
2 receivers to either side. Coates in the shotgun. Takes the snap. It's a quick out, and it's incomplete. A lot of pressure over there intended for Milliken, but the ball was thrown low. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and 9. Brock Dean on the coverage for Brownstown.
We've moved the ball a little bit with Trayshawn. If we can see some of that coming out of the second half, make a few adjustments. And again, it's about process. What can we come out and do well? That's what you have to focus on when the score's like this, is what can we do to win the X amount of minutes in this next period, the second half.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Owls have to hurry. 1 on the play clock. They get it off, and they run the ball up the middle with Hawkins, and he goes nowhere. About a yard gain for Trayshawn. And again, the Owls will be forced to punt, 2-yard pickup, and we'll see who comes out to punt with Aaron down. Let's see if Aaron's able to come out and punt it away.
Yeah, that's...
Yep, he's going to come out. 2:55 to play. And Brownstown will get the ball here at the end of the first half.
Did we call timeout?
No, they did.
Oh, they did. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Coach ran the ball there, simply forcing them to use one of their timeouts.
Gotcha.
But still says 2 on the board, but but Brownstown called the timeout, so they have 1 timeout left. But their drives have been about 2 minutes. they've been able to move the ball at will pretty much here.
That's
the
why.
first one, yeah, but the second quarter, 217, 124, 205, 146, and 118.
That was why
actually, that was the Seymour one.
curious.
So they've all four of their drives here in the second half. They've taken less than 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Or around 2 minutes. So Holt back in punt formation. No pressure this time. It's a low line kick that Garrison will pick up at the 29. Tries to fight his way forward. He breaks a tackle at the 40 across midfield. He may go. He is.
He's probably going to.
He's got a convoy, and he's going to take it all the way for a touchdown. He somehow got out of about 3 or 4 purple jerseys down here at their own 35-yard line, and somehow he found his way into the end zone or got away, and then by that point there was 6 white jerseys blocking 1. And the Braves will indeed try to go for 2 and make this would be a running clock to start the second half.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, on that, we had pretty good what's called conversion on the football, and they funneled down on him, but you just have to make that play, and he's so daggone slippery. Once he got past those 4 or 5 guys that had funneled down and converged on him, it was off to the races.
I think Braves are going to have to use a timeout. Or they're going to – I think they were going to call a timeout. They're going to go for 2. I think they want to decide on which hash. No, they didn't have to call a timeout because the play clock hadn't started yet. So they're going to put it on the left hash. 40-7 is the score. Again, Sheffer in shotgun. He's going to throw it to Pendleton, and Pendleton's got it. One-on-one coverage out there, and Pendleton makes the catch, and indeed it's a 2-point conversion.
You know, sorry, Jay, go ahead.
Saying the Braves with 2:35 to play on the Bob Pointer Family of Dealership scoreboard. It's 42, Seymour 7, back with the Braves kickoff in just a moment.
Choosing the right health insurance for you and your employees is essential, and now is the perfect time to get Seyho Smart with your benefits. Hi, I'm John Sattler Jr. with Seyho Insurance Services. At Seyho, we provide flexible and affordable health benefits to companies of all sizes. Our wide range of products include fully insured and self-funded plans backed by our local support teams. Give us a call today at 812-378-7070. Visit us online at seyho.org or reach out to your local agent for more information on how to become Seyho Smart.
So Brownstown scores on the punt return. Special teams have been a disaster tonight for the Owls, essentially. The sense of a fumble, a kickoff that they didn't muff it, but it ricocheted off of them, and now the punt return by Brownstown. And it's 42-7. The Owls have to score here before the first half. Here's a pooch kick, and that's going to hit the turf. And the Braves, I think, are going to recover again, and they do. Brownstown uses a pooch kick that lands on the turf, and they recover at the Seymour 36-yard line. So Brownstown will have it 1st and 10 as they will take over.
It's a good kick. That's all I'm going to say.
You know what? That's all that needs to be said.
That's all I'm going to say.
So the Braves will try to add yet another score before the end of the second quarter is over. They've outscored Seymour 35-0 here in the period. Sheffer in the shotgun. Takes the snap, back to throw. Wants to set up the screen. Now he throws it wide open. It's going to be a touchdown, Garrison. Sheffer throws it out of the backfield. Garrison makes the catch. It's a one-play, 36-yard touchdown pass, and it's now a 48-7 lead. 36-yard pass, I beg your pardon. And the Braves have put 40 points on the board here in the second quarter.
I was telling
41 points, I beg your pardon.
Yeah, I was telling Jay during the commercial break that sometimes I feel that I jinx my team in the first quarter, you know?
Braves are going to be called for an unsportsmanlike penalty after the play, I think. That's what. Nope. Maybe the Owls are going to take it on the kickoff. I think they have the option of taking it on the kickoff. I think that's what they will. So, Conyer in to attempt the extra points. There's the snap.
That's got to be a penalty.
And the penalties will be the kicker moved before the ball was snapped.
Yep.
You don't see that very often. That the kicker gets the gets a false start.
Yeah. Little mistiming there.
So 5 yards back. I was going to say the Owls are moving. That's you're going to say, got to go back. Teams were moving back like it was a 10-yard penalty, but no, just a 5.
Trying to talk him into it.
So Conyer said as Brannaman is the holder. There's the snap. Ball is down. Kick is away, and the kick is good.
He does kick a nice ball on that extra point, doesn't he?
2:12 to play, second quarter. It's Brownstown Central 49, Seymour 7. You're listening to Seymour Football.
Got a new bone or joint injury? Schneck's Orthopedic Walk-In Clinic in Seymour is here to help. No appointment needed. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 11 a.m. and 1 to 4 p.m. We provide expert orthopedic care for the whole family. New or existing patients are welcome, and our specialists are ready to help with on-site x-ray, casting, and bracing services for fast, same-day answers and care. When the unexpected happens, visit Schneck's Orthopedic Walk-In Clinic to get back on your feet. Visit schneckmed.org for details.
One play drive, Micah Sheffer, 36-yard pass to Preston Garrison after the Braves recovered the pooch kick that landed on the turf, and extra point is good. And with 2:12 to play, Brownstown Central 49-7 as they have outscored Seymour 42-0 here in the second quarter. I don't know that I've seen a 42-point quarter.
Yeah.
You don't see that very often, do you?
Pretty explosive there in the second quarter. So I've been on both sides of that equation. So as a player and as a coach, and again, you just come out second half, you regroup there, and at halftime, try to make some adjustments and try to look for some positives here in this second half.
The unsportsmanlike penalty was on Brownstown, and the Owls chose it on the kickoff, so they kick off from the 25-yard line.
Well, yeah, because the kicker's good no matter you move the ball back 5 more yards or what have you. So on that extra point, so
it'll be Everett Jackson to take it at the 23. Actually, it's Milliken, I beg your pardon. Alex gets it up to the 33-yard line where he is brought down, and the Owls take over 1st and 10 again at their own 33-yard line, and we'll see what Coach Moore does here offensively. Does have a timeout to work with. 2:07 to play here in the second quarter. They line up with 2 receivers to either side, and the shotgun coach has Hawkins to his right. There's a snap. The hand is to Trey Shaw. He bounces it out to the left side. Got some room. 45 up midfield. 40. He may go. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Trayshawn Hawkins. One play, 66-yard touchdown run. And the Owls, we have a flag down, though.
Of course.
We have a flag down at the midfield. It's a holding penalty against the Owls.
You know, because nobody holds.
Completely away from the play.
Yeah, come on, man.
There's no way that hold could have affected that run the way Hawkins was at.
Oh. Yeah.
And Coach Moore is, I think, he's saying that same thing. How can the guy on that side, how can he all the way? Hawkins was on the left side here, and that flag on the near side, and the flag came in from the far side. That hold had no bearing on the play whatsoever.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, so it nullifies a 66-yard touchdown run. And,
you know, it is what it is, but come on, man. All right, here we go. Good run. And you know what? He did a nice job of bouncing that football. What a nice run. Then showed some explosive speed there out in the open field. So
penalty, actually, the 10-yard penalty moves it, gives the Owls, it'll be a first down at the own 46-yard line. That's just Coach in shotgun, throws a screen pass to Fox. Jackson makes a cut up the middle and gets it to midfield.
We just have to do a better job blocking on that play. It's there. And we just have to block our guys.
Pick up a 4.
Easier said than done.
Second down and 6, right at midfield. Clock is moving with 1:30 to play here in the second quarter.
I look at that play and I just remember my son getting his jersey completely ripped off his body in the Jackson Bowl, and that's why I kind of reacted the way I did. He came home with a ripped jersey and no hold calls.
Hawkins again bounces it to the left side and gets it down inside the 40-yard line. Good hard run that time by Trayshawn. As he gets it down to the 39-yard line, that's an 11-yard run.
You know, Trayshawn is having a good game. He really is. That left side of our line is doing a nice job blocking, pinning their defensive end down to allow him to bounce it to the outside.
One receiver to the left, 2 to the right, tight end to the left, and Fox. Coates is in the shotgun. Got Hawkins to his right. Takes the snap, hands to Trayshawn right up the middle. Trayshawn will get it down inside the 35 to the 34-yard line. The Owls do have a timeout to use, and the clock is moving with 30 seconds to play, and they're going to have to use a timeout and have a player down too.
It looks like Brownstown does have their defensive tackles out, I believe. But still, nonetheless, it's good to see some positive things develop for our Owls. Who is that that's down?
Is it Aguilar?
I hope not.
That's who Lance thinks it is.
Linemen.
Yeah, it is, because he's got the knee brace on. Yep. What a great kid Diego is. He was on the coach's show a couple weeks ago. Just a super, super kid.
He is. And remember Jesus from, was it last year or the year before? Yeah. What a great representation for Seymour High School.
Yeah, and unfortunately, he's
kids like him, and
he's limping on that leg that has the brace on it. He's hoping he hasn't hurt it anymore.
Is it Haney, too, out there?
Yeah.
Big number 67.
Evan Von Haney.
He's had a good year. You know, oftentimes the linemen do not get the credit that they deserve. How would you like to go against those two defensive tackles?
No. Yeah. I wouldn't like to go against any defensive tackles.
The toughest player I ever played against was Kevin Hardy. He played at Evansville Harrison. They just absolutely whipped us at the Wrights Bowl, and it was my junior year. Anyways, Kevin was a linebacker. He was picked number 2 in the draft. So he was a man, and I was a boy. It was very tough.
So the timeout the Owls take will be their last one. The scoreboard says they have one left, but I think they have used all 3 out. We'll see. 30 seconds, 30.4 is what is left to play here in the second quarter. Brownstown's in front by a score of 49-7. They have outscored Seymour 42-0 here in the second quarter. One receiver to the left, trips to the right. Coates in the shotgun, takes the snap.
That could have been a false
start.
Back
the throw's got some pressure. He gets hit, gets away. Now he gets hit and goes down back at the 37-yard line. And again, I don't think the Owls have a timeout left, and the clock is moving with less than 15 seconds to play. And they're not going to be able to get in our playoff. Coach is kind of shaken up a little bit, and well, maybe they do have one. I didn't think they had one left. I know Seymour called timeout, but I honestly didn't think they had any left. But now they don't have any timeouts left, and the clock will continue to move, and that'll be the end of the first half. Scoreboard said they had one left, but I didn't think they did. So that'll be the end of the first half, and what a domination in that second quarter by the Brownstown Central Braves. Game was tied at 7 at halftime. Brownstown outscores Seymour 42-0 in the second quarter, and they lead here at the break. It's Brownstown Central 49, Seymour 7. Our halftime show coming up, we got a couple guests, so we're going to talk with Seymour girls soccer coach Greg Musser, and we'll have a conversation with Seymour girls golf coach Jim Hoffman, as well as senior golfer Emmy Followell. That's on our Prosperity Financial Insurance halftime show. You're listening to Seymour Football on 92.7 WXKU.
Choosing the right health insurance for you and your employees is essential, and now is the perfect time to get Seyho Smart with your benefits. Hi, I'm John Sattler Jr. with Seyho Insurance Services. At Seyho, we provide flexible and affordable health benefits to companies of all sizes. Our wide range of products include fully insured and self-funded plans backed by our local support teams. Give us a call today at 812-378-7070. Visit us online at seyho.org or reach out to your local agent for more information on how to become Seyho Smart.
UTB Protection offers top-tier traffic solutions and serves as your ultimate partner for smooth and safe traffic flow. As a trusted full-service traffic safety expert, they handle everything from flagging busy work zones to road closures for events and even assist with emergency response traffic management. Their expertise extends to designing strategic and efficient routes for any scenario. Count on UTB Protection's unmatched dedication to traffic safety. Connect with them at utbsafety.com or call 812-271-2100. UTB Protection, your premier traffic safety partner.
For 125 years, JC Bank has been right beside you, cheering for every touchdown and every three-pointer. That's because we're your community bank, proudly supporting the teams that make our towns come alive. Just like the dedication of our local high school athletes, JC Bank is dedicated to providing personalized banking, investments, and trust services for you and your family. Experience the JC Bank difference. Stop in today or visit us online at jcbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Rooted in Jackson County, Prosperity Financial aims to provide exceptional service and guidance to all who come through our doors. Retirement planning, wealth management, college planning, life insurance, and Social Security analysis are just a few of the services we offer. Stan Tremoyan, Brian Covener, and myself, Ryan Benter, are here to help. We're located at 419 West 2nd Street, Seymour, or give us a call at 812-522-3180.
Securities offered through Parkland Securities LLC, member FINRA SIPC. Prosperity Financial is independent of Parkland Securities LLC. Halftime here as the Owls take on Brownstown Central, and our fall sports spotlight tonight is on the girls soccer team as we talk with head coach Greg Musser. The Lady Owls are off the rest of the week, and obviously until next week, coming off a victory, senior night against Jennings County. And Coach, I know obviously we talked last year, and the record was not where we wanted to be. I don't think the record's where we want it to be now, but despite being at 3-8-1, I think the team has shown a lot of signs of improvement from last year to this year, and even from this year at the start of the year to now. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I mean, we at one point this year, our starting back six were a junior returner, and then two freshmen, and three sophomores that were brand new. So, there's a lot of learning to do in a fast-paced game like that. And, we start off our year with some solid competition the first handful of games there. So we learn a lot about ourselves in those and what we need to do, the tweaks. And we've been making a lot of different changes and working a lot with some of these girls, and there's been a lot of growth with them. It's a lot to ask, half your lineup to be freshmen and sophomores. Sure. and get out there and compete. And, truthfully, with the 3 wins in my book, really there was probably 2 more that, got away from us that we probably should have had. And then we've been in some games where we've been competing. We just, we go soft there for about 20 minutes or, not really soft, but just kind of lose our concentration and, teams jump on us and we're just not experienced enough yet to make up for those mistakes. And over the last probably 4 games, I think we've started to clean some of that stuff up, keeping games a lot closer, which gives us always a chance if we're not coming out on the winning side of things.
You've got 2 wins over conference teams, the last 2 conference games in Bedford and Jennings County. I know one change that you made was moving Kinsey Hinkle back to defense. I know it's always tough when you lose a player that you have to take somebody that's capable of scoring, but you've also got to solidify both sides of the ball, don't you?
Yeah, it's the cost benefit of it. Do we gain more than we lose by moving? And I think just with kind of the youth we have and learning some different things, Kenzie allows for us to make up for some mistakes with just her speed in general. We kind of fell into that as I was trying to prove a point against Floyd about good runs, diagonal runs. I was trying to get our fronts to realize what that's like. So when the game kind of got out of hand against Floyd, we dropped them all to the back line to see what good runs look like. And in doing that, we kind of opened our eyes to what Kenzie could do for us back there. So, credit to Chelsea Hernandez, who, she jumped into that starting role for us when Delaney got hurt. She was able to, for the team, make the move to the bench for us to kind of be our utility sub instead of, keeping her in the lineup back there. So big maturity out of a freshman there by Chelsea to do that for the team. Kenzie's athleticism allows for some of the mistakes that were costing us goals. I think her ability and her speed allows for us to maybe cut out one or two of those a game.
Offensively, obviously, we celebrated senior night here recently, but Katie Rourke has been a leader for you up front. She's just been a solid player for you the last really 3 years, and maybe even a 4-year starter.
Yes, this is her she'll be a 3-year letter winner. As a freshman, she kind of came in at the tail end of some of those teams that have been established for a little bit. But no, she's when we need her to put her head down and do something for us, she's able to create and do some things. And as a senior doing senior things for us on senior night against Jennings, she was able to score in a set piece earlier in the game, and then when things got a little tight there and tied 2-2, she was able to play some bully ball and get in there and house one for us. So, you expect that out of your seniors, as they grow and get better. But, it was nice to see that a senior is who we leaned upon and took care of us on senior night.
You talked about the injury to Delaney Warren. I know you've been injuries are always part of every sport. Every team goes through them, but it seems like you've kind of been the bugaboo the last couple of years as far as being the poster child for injuries. But when you lose people, especially people like your center back as she was, a lot of people don't realize how you can always lose and I'm not saying that one position is not better than the other, but when you lose a center back, a focal point of your defense, that's a big loss.
Well, not only that, you got a 3-year starter and a captain, so when you are surrounding that player with freshmen and sophomores, it's even more amplified what that senior leader can do for you. So credit to Delaney, though. I mean, she's been awesome. It's not an easy feat. I've been there as a senior getting hurt and not getting to finish my senior year in wrestling, so I know where she is mentally and how she's feeling. But she's there every day at practice. She's setting up before games. She's walking around putting corner flags out for me. At halftime, after I chewed the kids out, she's over there building them right back up. So, where she's not on the field being, the on-field general for us back there, she's absolutely still got her hand in the pulse of the team, which is, I can't say enough about that kind of player who is losing her senior year, but making sure that she's still making an impact for us.
As you look now towards the last week of the season with the sectional looming here in a couple weeks, what are some of the things that you're working on that you feel like that you want to focus on to get this team better as you prepare for sectional here in a couple weeks?
Yeah, the biggest thing right now is I think we've just switched our formation for the 4th time, at this point. Like I said, just injuries and trying to figure out where the best roles for people are in the team. You're constantly trying to fiddle with things. So right now it's cleaning up just how to stay connected in a formation, side to side, front, forward and back. Once we kind of clean that stuff up, some of the mistakes that we make aren't domino effects. So that's going to be a major concern for us is can we keep shape here in the last couple weeks? We got a couple really good games ahead of us with Franklin and Madison and Columbus East. So, we're going to learn a lot about what we've done. We've made the change for Bedford, competed really well against South Dearborn. Again, kind of one of those moments where we just kind of fell asleep at the wheel for about 20 minutes and resorted back to some old habits. And that game could have gotten farther away from us. But again, the maturity that we've shown and the growth, we kept that game close and, we won the Jennings game. So 2-1 after a switch isn't terrible. And so, we're going to learn and over these next 3 games about some other things that we need to do. But I think that would be our biggest concentration is can we keep shape? Because I think keeping shape will save us one or two of those kind of cheapies, if you will, that we kind of have given up over the last handful of games.
Do you see it in their faces, or do you sense that they're starting to get it maybe a little bit more than maybe so last year?
Yeah, and I've made sure to really hammer that home. I told them after the South Dearborn game, if this was the game 2 weeks ago, we would have lost 7-0. I told them after the Jennings County game, if this was our team 2 weeks ago, we wouldn't have won that game. We wouldn't have found a way.
Exactly.
Because the last 2 Saturdays prior to that in Christian Academy and Silver Creek, I thought we were the better team. As the tape fell, we outshot them 15-2, and we just didn't find a way because we weren't figuring things out. And after that Silver Creek game, we've spent a lot of time on the mental with the girls over the last week or two, and I think you've really seen a change in practice habits, which is rolling over onto the field. But there's definitely some more confidence in some of the girls. We had a big talk about the want to win and the need to win. And you can't have a whole team of needing to win. We're just not there. But if you have a couple girls that everybody can look around and go, man, that kid's just doing everything you need, everything, the team rallies around it. And I think we've seen that over the last couple of games where we may not have had our best touch, we may not have had our best whatever, but our leaders have really been putting their nose down and doing the work. And I think everybody else has seen that, and they're starting to respond. So, yes, I've seen some confidence growing in the team, and now the challenge is let's keep it going for 3 more games and make it be a tough out in sectional.
Sure.
Be a scary team.
We get a host sectional. We're going to talk about that in just a moment. Your numbers are really good, aren't they, as far as number of girls that are out?
Yeah, it's unfortunately we've only been our junior varsity girls have only had 4 games.
Because other teams
don't have it. And and unfortunately a lot of it's our conference games that we can't really do anything about. So Floyd Central right now is the only conference game that we've been able to play with a JV game. So credit to those girls too, because it's not easy to show up a day in and day out at practice, not getting able to play games, but still working and getting better. So a lot of kudos to those girls. But yeah, no, we've been very fortunate in the 14 years that I've been here that we've always had a JV team. We've always had 35 plus. We've never been, scraping around looking for people.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I think it's a credit to a lot of our girls on the team that have helped build this program to where it's at, to be a family-oriented kind of feel about it. That's always what we've been striving for. So I think the numbers that we get year in and year out still echo that, even though the surrounding areas might be struggling a little bit. So I definitely take pride in that.
As mentioned, Seymour will host the sectional, which begins a week from this coming Tuesday. It is a 5-team sectional this year, right?
I don't know if I think so. Yeah.
I believe so.
There's 6 teams.
Is it 6?
Okay. Yeah, 6 teams. So there's the bottom of the bracket, winner goes right to the finals.
That's right.
And then the top of the bracket has 2 games there.
As you look at the sectional, obviously, I think Floyd Central and Jeffersonville, a couple of teams that got you, but they were early in the year. You learned some things, maybe some different things. What about the sectional field?
Yeah, it's a handful of years back when we beat all the teams in our sectional, we were the hunted, and a lot of teams were able to make adjustments and come after us, Floyd Central being the one that got us in that year. And so, the benefit of not being the quote unquote favorite is you get to make a lot of adjustments to a team that probably isn't going to make any. So we're excited about that, what we can do there, because I do truly believe in that Jeffersonville game. Before the weather delay, we played 16 minutes unenthused and went down 2-0. And then after that weather delay we challenged them, challenged their heart, and we saw a different team for that. But unfortunately, that's the game where we lost 4 players in the game. And by the end of the game, we didn't have enough stamina to keep going. So I'd be excited about that matchup because I think we can compete. New Albany, same thing. We lost 5-2, but it really, truly was a back and forth game a lot. Just a couple errors that hopefully we've cleaned up. Floyd Central, they got on top of us, but again, it was about a 20-minute segment, where we just conceded a lot. So if we can play 40-minute halves, wire to wire, I think, like I said, we can be a dangerous team. We can be hard out. So, there's obviously, B&L and Jennings County are in there as well that we've gotten the better of them, but Jennings took us to the wire. So there's really no quote easy route to go through. You're going to have some teams that are going to challenge you, teams that know you very well, and so you just gotta make small adjustments and execute. You can make all the adjustments in the world, but if the kids don't execute what you're asking them to do, what can you do? It's not going to help. So yeah, absolutely. The draw comes this Sunday. We're excited that we get it at home. We'd love to see what our pathway looks like, and whatever gets put in front of us, we're going to make them earn every inch of that game.
Well, again, the Seymour girls soccer team will finish up the year here in the next week or so, and then have the sectional, which will be hosted at Seymour a week from Tuesday night. The draw is coming up on Sunday. So we'll know what the route is. Coaches, always appreciate the time. Best of luck the rest of the year, and certainly best of luck come tournament time.
All right, appreciate it, Jay. Go Owls.
That's our halftime fall sports spotlight. More from Seymour in just a moment. Stay with us.
Rooted in Jackson County, Prosperity Financial aims to provide exceptional service and guidance to all who come through our doors. Retirement planning, wealth management, college planning, life insurance, and Social Security analysis are just a few of the services we offer. Stan Tremoyan, Brian Covener, and myself, Ryan Benter, are here to help. We're located at 419 West 2nd Street, Seymour, or give us a call at 812-522-3180.
Securities offered through Parkland Securities, LLC, member FINRA SIPC. Prosperity Financial is independent of Parkland Securities, LLC. Our halftime show continues here as the Owls take on Brownstown Central. And we're also joined by Seymour girls golf coach Jim Hoffman, as well as senior golfer Emmy Hollowell. And we'll talk to Coach first. Coach, obviously, you finished second in the sectional. You advanced. We talked earlier in the year how that was a goal of yours, but this team has continually gotten better as the season goes on, and you obviously culminate with another trip to the regional on Saturday.
Yeah, as we talked earlier, we always seem to get better as the season goes along, more comfortable. We've had a great season. We've won 7 or 8 of our last dual matches. We've had a great season. We haven't been over 400 at all this year, which was a goal of ours, and been in that 370, 390 range the whole year, and we knew that's what we had to shoot over there, and we advanced again. I think it's 8 out of the last 9 years.
You know, obviously, as you go through the year, you've had improvements from all the girls. You've had personal bests from time to time, and really that's all you can ask for is for the girls to get better as the season goes on, and it seems like most of them have done that.
Yeah, we've had a lot of personal bests. Emmy's had several. First 3 tournaments of the year, she did 85 and then 82. I mean, she's continually got better. Shayna the same way. You go on down to Caitlin and Brooklyn and Caroline. They've all had their personal bests this year, and we've improved. I mean, and that's our goal. And like we said, we work towards sectional, regional, and it's a tough regional, but you know we're excited to be there and represent Seymour.
Will the message be the same as it is every year to the girls? Just go out and have fun?
Yeah.
And play and do your best?
I'm sure a couple don't realize yet that there's no double par, but we don't really want to break that to them until we get on the bus Saturday morning. So we'll go with that. But, yeah, we're same goal. We usually finish middle of the pack over there, and we just got to continue to get better.
All right. We're also joined by Emmy Hollowell, and Emmy finished 3rd overall at the sectional with an 86. Congratulations. Or 85?
86.
86. Congratulations. Talk about your year. You've from day one, I saw you at the Seymour Invite, and you had your personal best, and it's just been kind of an improvement from there on out, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been really fun. I've just tried to stay composed and started off the year really, really well and shooting my best. And so trying to keep that mentality and keep that composure as the year goes on to stay there and continue to get better and not drop and not allow myself to go back down to where I was in the years past and just stay up.
Talk about your sectional round. Were you pleased with how you played overall? Obviously, 86 is good. You'd always like to have improvements, but talk about your sectional round. What did you like?
Yeah, I was happy. I told myself going in to just keep a positive mindset no matter what, and the front was better than the back, and I started to get a little frustrated as the back went on, but I realized that if I got frustrated, then I would hurt myself. And so ultimately I was happy with where I was at, and I knew that my team was going to advance, and that was the goal.
Now, you're going to have a chance. We're talking here on a Thursday morning. I think you're playing Country Oaks. You're going to practice round Thursday night. Have you ever played this course before? You probably played in the regional the last
couple. My freshman and junior year.
Your freshman and junior year. What about this course? Do you like it?
Yeah, I like it. It can be long at times, and it's difficult, but I feel comfortable with it.
Do you have a goal in mind for you this Saturday?
Score-wise, I know I got to be below 80 if I want to make it to state.
Hey, why not? You know, personal bests all year. Why not go there? Do we know who we're playing with yet? Teamed with? Paired with?
Yeah, I did not pay attention.
That's fine. That's fine.
I'm not too concerned about that part.
But you always said that these girls seem to like playing with the better quality golfers.
Absolutely.
It kind of helps them.
Absolutely. For years, every time we play with someone that's better than us, we play better. And that's just typical. You're watching everybody else go along, and you kind of drive off of their energy, and you grind a little bit harder. So,
Emmy, does playing these tournaments, because you play some really good tournaments early on in the year, does that help you come tournament time when you're playing with some top competition?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely helps, and it helps when you play with people that are right there with you, and it keeps you going, and it makes you want to compete with them.
Golf how long have you been playing golf?
Just since freshman year.
Just your freshman, you picked it up, and now here you are finishing third in the sectional, shooting 86. Do you have aspirations of doing it?
I'm not sure. If the opportunity comes up, I think I would love to do it. But
what have you improved on the most from your freshman year? What has really been the strong point of your game?
Probably my driver, just being consistent with that, and then everything else just kind of falling in place and working on the small things like chipping and putting, and definitely putting. Me and Jim have worked on for a long time, and finally to a point where I feel really comfortable.
All right.
Great story, though. She wasn't going to play her freshman year, and I made a phone call, and she shoots 125 her first sectional and then knocks off 39 strokes.
Say 125 her first sectional and 86 your last sectional. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Guys, good luck tomorrow, Saturday, as you compete. I know it's always a great challenge, and traditionally Seymour's always represented very well at the regional.
Yeah,
and you played very well at the regional.
Outstanding. We've always been in the middle back. We surprise ourselves when we go over there. So thanks for having us, and go out.
You bet. Emmy, good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right, yeah, so again, the Seymour girls golf team competing in the regional tomorrow at Country Oaks. We'll wish them the best of luck. We thank Coach Jim Hoffman and senior Emmy Followell for joining us. We'll have more in a moment. Stay with us. You're listening to Seymour Football on 92.7 WXKU.
BSM Group's your trusted partner for utility engineering, drafting, and right-of-way permitting. With a proven track record of excellence, BSM Groups delivers precision and expertise that's second to none. Whether you are a utility company or utility contractor, BSM Groups can optimize your projects and ensure compliance so you can meet deadlines and exceed expectations. Visit us today at bsmgroups.com or give us a call at 812-271-2400. BSM Groups, your blueprint to success in the utility engineering industry.
For 125 years, JC Bank has been right beside you.
And back here at Bullitt Stadium, halftime with Brownstown Central in front by a score of 49-7. Lance, let's take a look at halftime statistics.
We'll start with Brownstown. Michael Schefter was 3 for 4 for 63 yards and 1 touchdown receiving the ball. Preston Garrison had 1 catch for 36 yards and a touchdown. Lane Pendleton had 2 catches for 27 yards. Running the ball as a team, they ran the ball 25 times for 276 yards, averaging 11 yards per carry with 5 total touchdowns. Preston Garrison led the way, 8 carries for 119 yards and a touchdown. Trey Sweeney had 5 carries for 92 yards, touchdown. Trevor Brandeman had 4 carries for 24 yards. Michael Schefter had 5 carries for 21 yards and 2 touchdowns. Throwing the ball for Seymour, Max Coates was 4 for 6 for 22 yards. Aaron Hull had 1 pass on a fake punt for 23 yards. Jackson Fox led the way, 4 catches for 22 yards. Running the ball, Seymour was 14 carries for 97 yards. Max Coates led the way, 5 carries for 55 yards and a long touchdown run. Tristan Hawkins had 8 carries for 43 yards. Brownstown ran 29 plays compared to Seymour's 21. Brownstown had 15 first downs compared to Seymour's only 6. Brownstown had 3 sacks. Seymour only had 1. Seymour had 2 turnovers. Brownstown had 1 punt return for a touchdown and 2 onside kick recoveries.
The Owls will kick off here to start the second half. And again, due to the 35-point plateau, it will be a running clock in the second half as Medina tees it up and Garrison catches it out to 5. Up the middle, 25-30. His speed up to the 40, the 45. Can they get him? Medina will bring him down. Adrian Medina, the kicker, and Garrison's a little slow getting up. So I hate to see that on the kickoff with Preston Garrison. I don't know whether he was it his leg. He's in some pain, Jeff.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, Medina's the one who tackled him, and he was the one who was trying to help him up, and Garrison simply couldn't get up, and he's kind of rolling around there on the turf. And he's in some discomfort, and the last thing you want to see is a player injured in a game like of this, where it is right now. So we certainly hope that he is okay. But Jeff, as we have a moment here, as we start the second half, and at halftime, I'll go down to there, use the restroom and talk, and I go into the locker room because it's a shorter line.
Absolutely. I need to learn that trick.
And I will say the one thing that I heard Coach Moore say, and it's what you would expect him to say. He goes, "You got one of two things you can do here, fellas. One, you can just lay down, or number two, you can go fight for that S on your chest."
Yeah, it's absolutely
and
right.
and that's absolutely right. We're going to see what this team is made of here in the second half, as far as how much fight they have.
Absolutely. You just have to come out. You have to have a short memory. Try to put a few good drives on the board. Try to make some defensive stops. So yeah.
Good news is Garrison kind of jogged off on his own power, so that's good to see. Sheffer in the shotgun. He is back to throw, and he's going to throw it down the middle. The pass is complete by Dean. 20 cuts it into the 15 and down to the 10-yard line. So Brownstown comes out and throws it here on the first down on the opening play of the second half, and the ball gets down to the Seymour 10-yard line. 36-yard pass play from Sheffer to Dean. 32-yard pass play. And the Braves have it first and goal at the 10-yard line.
I think they were so focused on Pendleton, our defense, that opened up that underneath route.
Sheffer with the running backs, Dean and Sweeney at the slots. Branneman is the fullback. And the hand is to Sweeney. Tries to bounce it out to the right side. He breaks a tackle, gets it inside the 5, and will get down to about the 3-yard line. Pickup of about 7. We'll give him 7 on the play. 6. Make it second down and goal at the 3-yard line.
I like the way the Owls gang tackled on that. It took a gang tackle to get him down, so it's a good thing we pursued the football there.
Again, Sheffer, same formation, same positions. Sheffer's going to throw it, and the slant pass into the end zone is incomplete.
And I was going to say, that was pretty good coverage over there. I don't even know who it was, but it was really good coverage.
Actually, Milliken.
Was it Alex?
Alex Milliken on the coverage for the Owls. Ball intended for Pendleton.
It's rare that he drops a football. I know where I would go. I would go back to Pendleton. I'd go a fade in the corner there.
Third down and goal at the 3. Sheffer is going to give it to Sweeney. Tries to bounce it to the outside. And he lost the football. Lost the football. The Owls say they have it. And they do have it. Nehemiah Jones is the one who forced the fumble. And I didn't see who came up with the football. Was it Braden Riley? Braden Riley got the fumble recovery. So the Braves cough it up. First time that the Owls have stopped Brownstown tonight.
Yep. We'll take it.
And Seymour will start first and 10 at their own 3-yard line. Clock at 9 minutes. And again, clock stops on injuries, end of quarter, timeouts, and after the PAT.
That's,
And then it starts again as soon as the ball is made contact from the kicker. And the handoff is right up the middle to Trayshawn.
Not bad there. Couple yards. You're in there tight like that.
Pickup of 2. Second down and 8 for the Owls. Ball at the 5-yard line.
And that is against their 2 big defensive tackles there. So we'll take a couple yards. Looks like overall they still have their first defense in there.
Again, the Milliken comes out, split to the left, double slots. Under center is Coates. Max tips it, and he's going to throw it down the field. Passes incomplete, intended for Milliken.
That one back.
Yep. Had him open on the fade route down the sideline, but just overthrew him, and Max immediately went to Alex and signaled, my bad.
So that was a little
third.
Yeah, sorry, Jay. That was a little bootleg action. I really like the boot action, especially when you have a very aggressive defensive line.
Third down and 8. Getting Seymour at their own 5-yard line. Clock moving 7.5 to play here in the third quarter. Double slots this time. Coates in the shotgun, receivers to either side. Straight back to throw. Looks, rolls out to the left, got some pressure. Got to get rid of it.
Do that.
And the pass is picked off. He just kind of threw it up for grabs.
Yeah.
And Owen Wischmeyer was just playing right there in center field, makes the catch on the INT. And Brownstown will set up shop 1st and 10 at the Seymour 5-yard line.
And on that one, it's easy for me to say you can't do that when you've got a big defensive lineman like Joe Roberts running you down. You just want to get rid of it, but you try to get it to the sidelines there somehow.
So Brownstown will set up shop 1st and 10 after they fumbled. The Owls turn it right back over. So Braves with it. Clock is, again, still moving. 6.5 to play here in the third quarter. This time, Sheffer looks like it's Evan Stahl as the fullback in front of Sheffer. And he's going to hand it to Dean, and he'll take it into the end zone for the touchdown. Brock Dean, 1 yard, 1 play, 5-yard touchdown run, 6-yard touchdown run. And it's now a 55-7 ball game. And again, the clock continues to move until the extra point is kicked.
Yeah, because it takes so much time, to set up the kickoff. I think that's why they stop it after the PAT.
Tanya, who had 1 blocked, but has been perfect other than that. And his kick is on the way, and it's good. 5:33 to play on the Bob Pointer Family of Dealership scoreboard. Third quarter. It's Brownstown Central 55, Seymour 7. You're listening to Seymour Football.
Bob Pointer Family of Dealerships is happy to be supporting local high school athletics. You'll score big when you visit any of their locations for sales and service or their collision center for all your auto repair needs. They've been servicing South Central Indiana since 1979. Bob Pointer Family of Dealerships will also purchase your vehicle in the event you're not quite ready to sell or trade. Check them out, Bob Pointer Family of Dealerships, online at bobpointer.com.
56-7. The extra point wasn't added on when I went to break. So 56-7, Brownstown Central. Again, 1 play, 6-yard after the INT. Brock Dean with his first score of the night. And Conyer has it teed up at the 40-yard line. Boots it away, a high end-over-end kick. That'll sail out of bounds.
Yep.
And the Owls will get it at the 35. Well, it's been something different on the special on the kickoffs about every time, hasn't it?
Yes, it has. Oh, keeping us guessing up here. Yep.
Had a fumble, had a pooch kick where they landed, they recovered. Had a miss hit that hit off a Seymour player, and they recovered. They kicked 2 out of bounds.
Yeah. Had a little bit of everything. A dog from every corner.
So the Owls will set up 1st and 10. At the 35-yard line, they'll come out with 2 receivers to the left and 1 to the right. Hawkins is the running back next to Coates. Max takes the snap. He hands to Hawkins. Right up the middle. Nice gain all the way up into the 45. That should be a first down carry.
And number 67, I don't know my names that much, but he was really making a good block.
Evan Von Haney.
Von Haney, I should have known.
It was a first down carry, 10 yards for Hawkins.
He drove his man 10 yards down the field. You like to see that.
Mm-hmm. Coach gets the play from the sideline and comes to the line of scrimmage. Charlie Bruce will split out wide to the left. Milliken goes wide right with Jackson Fox. Hawkins next to Coates. And it's Trayshawn on the carry, left side, looks for a blocker, gets one, 45, cuts up to the 40, and into Brownstown territory to the 36-yard line. Give credit that time to Chase Smith, who threw a great block that allowed Trayshawn to cut it up and get nice yardage.
Yeah, Trayshawn is very patient in his running to find those open holes. Did a nice job moving the football there.
19-yard run that time by Trayshawn, and the Owls have it 1st and 10 at the Brownstown 36-yard line. This time they'll split 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Hawkins next to Coates in the shotgun. Max takes the snap, straight back to throw. Wants to set up the screen.
There it is.
And Hawkins has it. 35, and he gets pushed out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Well, it's one of those where Max gets the snap. He got 4 white jerseys just flying at him. He's like, somebody, you gotta set up for me.
Yeah. And that's why the screen is such a great play when you have an aggressive defensive front line. You know, it just creates those running lanes for the good screen pass.
4-yard pass play on the screen brings up a 2nd and 6.
Now you get, 6'5" running at you. That's a different ball game on the screen. You get 5'10" running at you and you're 6'2". It's a little bit easier, but not taking anything away from it.
This time Hawkins gets the carry. Left side, 25, cuts it back in, runs over a tackler inside the 20 down to the 17-yard line. Get a nice run by Trayshawn, a 1st down carry.
I just love his patience running the football. I was always in such a hurry. He's just very patient and then has that burst when he needs it.
14-yard carry for Hawkins. And the Owls have it 1st and 10 at the Brownstown 19-yard line.
Coach Kelly always called that slow to and then go through. Slow to the hole and then go through it quickly.
Again, the low snap. Coach has to run it himself.
No.
He lost the football, and he was able to fight back in. It was a low snap. He picked it up and decided to run with it. Just as he did, the ball was stripped from him. It was Ethan Wheels who stripped him, but Max was able to fall back on it, but he does lose 6 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd down and 16 back at the 25-yard line. Clock continues to move with 1:20 to play here in the 3rd quarter. This time they'll split 2 receivers to the left, Milliken to the right. Max in the shotgun, takes the snap, back to throw. Rolls right, has some pressure, throws it out, passes in and out of the hands of Jackson Fox.
Yeah, you got to catch that one. It was a little high, but he was also getting pressured. So that one's a tough one.
Incomplete pass will make it 3rd down and 16. Ball at the 25-yard line. They have to get to the 9 for a 1st down, and this will, unless the Owls score a touchdown, will be the final play of the 3rd quarter, with the clock continues to run no matter what. This will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Clock still moving down to 30 seconds. Again, receivers 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Coates hands to Hawkins, cuts it up the middle and gets hit from behind and brought down at the 20. Pick up a 5, but that will be the final play of the 3rd quarter of play as time will tick away. After 3 quarters of play, it's Brownstown Central 56, Seymour 7. Back with the 4th quarter in a minute. You're listening to Seymour Football.
Having the proper insurance coverage in place at the time of loss is paramount. We at Stahl Insurance are an independent insurance agency providing insurance solutions from many highly rated companies. We take the time to evaluate each individual client's risks and put together insurance solutions that fit your needs. Stop by our office at 211 North Chestnut Street in Seymour or give us a call at 812-524-0692. One of our experienced agents, Shane Tremoyan, Nathan Newkirk, Ben Stahl, or Chris Stahl, are here to help. Also visit us online at StahlInsuranceGroup.com.
It's time to celebrate you. The People's Bank invites you to Community Appreciation Day on Friday, September 26th from 11 to 2 at all 4 of our locations. Stop by and enjoy a mouth-watering lunch from Lola's Modern Kitchen, plus chances to win great prizes and giveaways. We're proud to serve our hometown communities, and this day is all about showing our gratitude. That's Friday, September 26th from 11 to 2 at the People's Bank. 4 locations, 1 big thank you. The People's Bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC.
Let me ask you a question. Are you looking to spruce up your living room with a vibrant splash of color? Or maybe give your exterior a fresh coat of paint that turns heads? Or dive into the world of trendy wallpaper designs? Well, if the answer is yes, or even maybe, it's time to call S&B Wall Coverings. From commercial to residential projects, they tackle it all. Painting, epoxy flooring.
Ready for fourth quarter action. 2 receivers split to either side of the house with a 4th down. Coach rows out to the right. Looks, now steps up, throws it across the middle. Pass is caught for a first down. It's close to it. Going to be close to it. Milliken caught it, but I think they're going to be a yard short.
Yeah, shoot.
He caught the ball at the 10. He needed to get to the 8.5, and I think they gave him the 9.5, and it's going to be a yard short. So that will turn the ball over on downs.
And in that one, you preach, know where the sticks are. But in that case, our quarterback was being flushed. And when a quarterback's being flushed, you're taught to come back to the ball. And that's kind of what cost them that first down. He was coming back to the ball because the quarterback was being flushed. So you hate to see that.
Braves are going to bring in their younger kids here in the fourth quarter, which they have done throughout the season. Quarterback in there, I believe, is Eli Hutchinson. I'll see if I can confirm that. He's listed as their backup. And it is Hutchinson, although it's the fullback up front, Dean, on the carry, Brock Dean.
We had number 40s down. It looks like maybe a wrist issue or.
And that would be Brody Sawyer.
Is that Brody?
Yeah, Brody Sawyer is down, and training staff out to
another hard-nosed
check
kid
on him.
Hopefully he got just a stinger on the elbow, and sometimes that can really hurt but not cause any damage.
So while we have this break in action, we'll step aside. 10:42 to play. Fourth quarter back in a moment.
Some people check their couch cushions to find spare change and don't realize the real money is in their garage, behind the shed, or lying around in their basement. Hi, this is Sean Franklin with Franklin Surplus. We pay top dollar for all your scrap metal. Think about that old lawnmower you thought you might fix someday, or the refrigerator that quit working, or that old car battery you keep meaning to get rid of. Turn them all into instant cash right now. It's fast, it's easy, and we pay you on the spot. Bring all your scrap copper, steel, aluminum, lead, any type of scrap metal out to Franklin Surplus, just off Highway 50 East in Hayden.
Good news, Brody Sawyer comes out on his own power, so he'll be okay. Eli Wishmeyer in quarterback, 2nd and 6. He's going to throw it. He steps up. He gets hit. He gets away. He's still loose on the right, and he's going to run eventually for out of bounds. Forced out by Hawkins. Forced him out. They had a chance to get him twice in the backfield and couldn't bring him down, and he's finally forced out of bounds.
Does Trayshawn normally play defense?
He has been the last couple of games, yes.
He kind of was like a human missile there,
Pickup of 3 on the play to bring up a 3rd and 2 for the Braves. As again, Eli Hutchinson, the backup quarterback. It's a double handoff this time. It's going to be a first down run for, I think that's Kyle Trueblood. Down the left sideline, it's Lyndon Lanier. And Lanier takes it all the way down the left sideline and run out of bounds finally at the Seymour 27-yard line. Lyndon Lanier, a 6'1 sophomore, got the recipient of the double handoff, and he runs it all the way down to the Seymour 27-yard line. That's a 56-yard gain.
And that's why you do pursuit drill every practice. We did a nice job of staying in our pursuit lanes and was able to track him down from the backside. Unfortunately, after a big game.
Hunter Topi also in at one of the slots And it's a direct snap right up the middle to Landon Alt. And he carries the ball down to the 23-yard line, a pickup of 4. Bring up a 2nd down and 6. Clock moving with 8:30 to play here in the ball game.
So they call that that up back a sniffer because he's so close he can smell the center.
Is that true?
That is true.
Is that really?
He's a sniffer back. Yes.
It's a sniffer back.
Yep.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah, that's a Coach Ballsmeyer from a long time ago.
Hutchinson keeps it and runs it over the right side, and that's going to be close to a first down. I had been this for 26 years. I've never heard it be called sniffer back. Yeah. I learned something new. How about that? That's going to be short of the first down, about a yard. Will bring up 3rd and 1 for the Braves. Ball is resting at the Seymour 17-yard line. They started this drive at their own 9 after stopping the Owls on downs. Got a big run by Lanier that'll put him down here in Seymour territory. Hutchinson, a sophomore. As he is in the shotgun, and the hand will be to Topi around right in. He tries to cut it back in. He will. He has a first down. Gets it down to the 15-yard line. Pick up a 3, and that'll move the sticks. Bring up a first down for Brownstown at the Seymour 15-yard line.
Had a little bit of an over pursuit there by that outside linebacker. When you over pursue, if you're a running back, you cut it in every time. And that's what happened.
Once again, the Braves line up a couple of slots with the sniffer back in front of the quarterback. Hutchinson keeps it this time, and the Owls do a nice job to pull him down. That was Braden Riley. And who else was that? Brody Bull was also along with Riley to pull down Hutchinson after a no-yard gain. 2nd down and 10. Owls will be on the road next Friday night at Jennings County. Panthers playing tonight on the road at Bedford. They're a much improved football team.
I tell you, yeah.
They're much improved.
Bedford,
And Bedford, of course, East and Floyd Central playing tonight. That will go a long way to determine the conference-wise. There's 3 teams still unbeaten in conference play. Bedford's one of them.
Got a flag here. That looks like to be a delay game, it looks like.
And a delay of game for the, in all honesty, with a running clock, that's not a terrible thing if you're the winning team.
That's right.
You waste 40 seconds, and the clock continues to move, and you can run it down some more.
That's right.
Tell you what, this running clock makes the second half go by as quick as they possibly can.
Makes it for an early night sleep.
I mean, we're just now at 9 o'clock, and we've got 5 and a half to play.
And nobody has to drive that far tonight.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
the great thing about the Jackson Bowl. Nobody has to drive very far.
The restaurants might be full tonight. Handoff this time around left end. It's Landon Lanier. He will get it down to about the 10-yard line.
Nice hard-nosed run by him.
10-yard pickup, gets the 5-yard penalty, and then 5 additional yards. Bring up a 3rd down for the Braves at the Seymour 10-yard line. But anyway, the Owls on the road. So, if you want to, it's Oktoberfest next weekend.
Yeah. Go up and visit those Oktoberfest booths. I can smell those side bodies already.
3rd down. Hutchinson's going to throw it. Throws the slant pass, and it's incomplete.
It threw a little bit behind.
It was intended for Kyle Trueblood.
Alex is kind of hitting himself on the head on that one. His coverage there was a little off, but he's done a nice job tonight for sure.
The Braves are going to attempt a field goal.
Let's see if we can get a block here.
Put the ball down at the 17. We'll call it the 18-yard line. Make it a 28-yard field goal attempt for Nathan Conyer. think the Braves are short a player. And the guilty party will run in. Everybody knows who the one was supposed to be in there. And now the Braves are going to take a timeout. 3:43 to play, fourth quarter. Back in a moment. You're listening to Seymour Football on 92.7 WXKU.
Hi, I'm Vanessa with New Legacy. We are committed to providing payroll, taxes, and accounting services that instill confidence in your business operations. With convenient locations in Seymour and Scottsburg, New Legacy is right here in Southern Indiana, ready to support you every step of the way. Our dedicated team collaborates seamlessly to handle all aspects of your financial needs, ensuring compliance, accuracy, and peace of mind. So do what you do best and delegate the rest to us at New Legacy, specializing in taxes, accounting, insurance, and wealth management. Call today at 812-271-2000.
So Nathan Conyer will attempt the field goal. This is going to be a 28-yard field goal.
Definitely has the leg for it.
There's a snap. Kick is away, and the kick is good.
Yep.
3:30 to play on the Bob Pointer family of dealership scoreboard. The Braves extend their lead to 59-7. And the Owls will get one more possession with the running clock, probably be the last possession of the game. So, again, the Owls on the road next Friday night at Jennings County. We'll be on the air at 6 o'clock, as we always are, with the pregame show, 7 o'clock kickoff, or 7 o'clock kickoff as the Owls take on Jennings County. And then next in 2 weeks, Seymour will play their final home game, regular season home game, as they'll welcome in at New Albany. And, you know, again, put the cards on the table. It is what it is.
Yep.
You know, we knew it was going to be a tough challenge.
Absolutely.
I mean, the Owls played well for a quarter. Brownstown just blitzed them in the second quarter.
Yeah.
So now you get to the part of your schedule where you got a couple games, and again, by no means are there gimmies.
No.
Because when you're 0-6, you don't have any gimmies.
Right.
But you're playing against a couple teams that have had similar struggles in the past and maybe not quite as talented as the last couple teams Seymour's played. You have to regroup and go back to work because you got a couple games that you can compete and possibly win here the next 2 weeks.
And Jay, you're so right. You know, you've got an opportunity to win a couple football games here if you play well. And the thing I think in this game in particular, I know how hard these kids work and how hard these coaches work. Took a hesitation there. Take it. You're the nephew. Alex, take it. The 10, the 5, touchdown, Milliken. I had to do that.
Alex Milliken just returned the kickoff 85 yards for a touchdown, and his Uncle Jeff called the last 20 yards. Great job, Alex. I saw him break it. I thought, you're talking, just take him to the house there. Let him go.
Yeah, thanks for the assist there, Jay. But no, as I was saying, I know how, I drive by and I've been a part of these practices. And I know how very hard they work, the attention to detail. And, you know, we're having a down year as far as record goes. But yet, man, these kids work hard. These coaches work hard. And sometimes you just have a tough year. And this is one of them.
Yep.
So we just need to keep that in mind. But like you said, a great opportunity to come back here and possibly to put 2 victories in the win column here. So
Adrian Medina in to kick the extra point. And there's the boots. And it is up. And it is no good. Yeah, wide to the right. So exactly 2 minutes to play fourth quarter, 59-13. We're back with more after this 30-second timeout. You're listening to Seymour Football.
Seymour's place for live entertainment is Jackson Live and Event Center. Check out this schedule coming up on Friday, October 10th. J.D. Shelburne, 7 p.m. Greg Perkins and the Jackson Live Band, Saturday, October 11th. Jimmy Allen, Thursday, October the 23rd. And make plans now to attend Seymour Strikes Midnight, New Year's Eve celebration at Jackson Live and Event. For tickets to all of these events and more, log on to JacksonLiveAtEvents.com.
At this juncture, who knows what's going to happen on special teams tonight?
Yeah.
We have had two onside kick recoveries. We've had a fumbled kickoff. We've had two kicks out of bounds. We've had a kickoff return for a touchdown. We've had a punt return for a touchdown. We had a fake punt conversion.
Yeah.
I mean, what are we going to have on special teams next?
Who says special teams aren't important? Oh, my goodness. Well, we've had some variety tonight, Jay, as you pointed out. Mr. Obvious here.
Medina has it teed up at the 40-yard line. We'll see what he decides to do.
Who knows?
I was going to say, at this point, who knows what's going to happen? As he approaches the ball and is going to pooch kick it, that'll be fielded at the 12-yard line. Return back up to the 30.
I was like
the 40 and up to the 44-yard line. That was Cooper Vague, a freshman.
Oh.
On the return for Brownstown. And I think he's going to stay in the game.
Was in on the tackle for Seymour. I don't know if we can get that in there.
Ethan Alcox, a freshman.
Alcox, another freshman.
Yeah.
Showing himself on special teams there.
So the Braves will take over, and the clock starts with 1:30, and now they actually could take a knee here and run two plays and be done.
Yep.
A couple players coming in. There we go. Got it set. Eli Hutchinson is the quarterback. Takes the snap. Hands it off to that Cooper Vague, who stayed in the game, and he runs it around right in for a pickup of 12.
Maybe time for one more.
And I think you're going to have one more play, and we'll see if the official can help me.
Yeah.
He's looking at the clock. I think he went, nope, the play clock already started. So
okay. He had to put it down.
So now that it goes under 40 seconds, so this will be the last play of the game. Both teams are starting to line up at midfield. Braves never go under center. I don't even know if they know how to take a knee. They do. There you go.
Just not under center.
Not under center, they don't. Hutchinson takes the snap and goes down to a knee, and that will be the last play of the game.
Hey, real quick, Jay, I want to say hi to any of my Cortland family out there listening. Hope you have a great weekend. And to my family, have a wonderful weekend. Jay, it was wonderful working with you again.
Same to you, Jeff. Looking forward. Maybe we can do it again before the year is up.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Final score, Brownstown Central 59, Seymour 13. We're back to start our post-game show in 2 minutes. You're listening to Seymour Football on 92.7 WXKU.
Choosing the right health insurance for you and your employees is essential, and now is the perfect time to get Seyho Smart with your benefits. Hi, I'm John Sattler Jr. with Seyho Insurance Services. At Seyho, we provide flexible and affordable health benefits to companies of all sizes. Our wide range of products include fully insured and self-funded plans backed by our local support teams. Give us a call today at 812-378-7070. Visit us online at seyho.org. or reach out to your local agent for more information on how to become Seyho Smart.
Got a new bone or joint injury? Schneck's Orthopedic Walk-In Clinic in Seymour is here to help. No appointment needed. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 11 a.m. and 1 to 4 p.m. We provide expert orthopedic care for the whole family. New or existing patients are welcome, and our specialists are ready to help with on-site x-ray, casting, and bracing services for fast, same-day answers and care. When the unexpected happens, visit Schneck's Orthopedic Walk-In Clinic to get back on your feet. Visit schneckmed.org for details.
UTB Protection offers top-tier traffic solutions and serves as your ultimate partner for smooth and safe traffic flow. As a trusted full-service traffic safety expert, they handle everything from flagging busy work zones to road closures for events and even assist with emergency response traffic management. Their expertise extends to designing strategic and efficient routes for any scenario. Count on UTB Protection's unmatched dedication to traffic safety. Connect with them at utbsafety.com or call 812-271-2100. UTB Protection, your premier traffic safety partner.
For 125 years, JC Bank has been right beside you, cheering for every touchdown and every three-pointer. That's because we're your community bank, proudly supporting the teams that make our towns come alive. Just like the dedication of our local high school athletes, JC Bank is dedicated to providing personalized banking, investments, and trust services for you and your family. Experience the JC Bank difference. Stop in today or visit us online at jcbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And back here at Bullitt Stadium, where the Owls fall to the Brownstown Central Braves tonight by a final score of 59-13. This was a 7-7 ball game after one quarter of play. Max Coates on a fourth down ran it for 62 yards. That tied the game up at 7 apiece with 2.5 to play in the first quarter. But the Braves, a simple, dominating second quarter. Brownstown outscores Seymour 42-0 in the second quarter, put 6 touchdowns on the board, and they rolled into halftime with a 49-7 lead. They add another touchdown and a field goal in the second half before the Owls get a kickoff return to finish the scoring, as the final score reads 59-13. Brownstown with the win improves to 6-0, while Seymour falls to 0-6. The Owls will be on the road at Jennings County next Friday night. But this was a game. Again, Brownstown, from this point on now, they will continue on with their Mid-Southern Conference play, and they are going to be a very formidable opponent for 2A, without a doubt. It's going to be they have their sights set on Lucas Oil Stadium. I don't think there's any doubt that their goal is to get to the state finals this year, and they certainly have the team to do so, and we'll see what happens with them during the tournament run. But tonight they were the dominant, especially the second quarter, outscoring Seymour again 42-0 and rolling to a 49-7 halftime lead and winning it by a final of 59-13. We'll take a break. When we come back, I believe Alan Perry's going to join us on our post-game show. And we'll talk with Coach Perry coming up in just a minute. His comments are brought to you by Prosser School of Technology. Back in a moment.
Having the proper insurance coverage in place at the time of loss is paramount. We at Stahl Insurance are an independent insurance agency providing insurance solutions from many highly rated companies. We take the time to evaluate each individual client's risks and put together insurance solutions that fit your needs. Stop by our office at 211 North Chestnut Street in Seymour or give us a call at 812-524-0692. One of our experienced agents, Shane Tremoyan, Nathan Newkirk, Ben Stahl, or Chris Stahl, are here to help. Also visit us online at StahlInsuranceGroup.com.
Hi, I'm Emery Jones, Career Education Coordinator at Prosser Career Education Center in New Albany. Are you ready to build your future? At Prosser, you'll explore 29 hands-on, high-wage programs, from aviation to culinary, welding to cybersecurity, all designed to launch real careers or college success. Prosser is located at 4202 Charlestown Road, New Albany, Indiana. Need help? Call our main office at 812-542-8508 or visit your school counselor today to learn more. Prosser, where your future begins.
And back here at Bullitt Stadium, and our coach's comments brought to you by Prosser School of Technology, as we're joined by Alan Perry here on the postgame. And, Coach, obviously this was, Max gets his touchdown run there at the end of the first quarter, and the momentum is high, and everybody's kind of jumping around. And, boy, that second quarter just blew up.
Yeah, we had some self-induced errors there in the second quarter, and our defense was on the field for a really long time.
Yeah,
it was hard to fault them for that, because they were just on the field every possession, back on the field. And that's kind of been our a fault of ours the last couple of weeks, is that we find a way to score early, and then we just stall out. And yes, there were positives early, even positives late. But we have to find a way to, after we score that first one, to continue to keep our foot on the gas, because that's where we're really struggling right now, is punching that first one in and kind of stalling out a bit. So we'll continue to get better. We'll continue to grind through that and come back better on Monday, ready to go.
Yeah, I thought I obviously we knew they had a very good defensive line coming in. That's their strong point. And they certainly showed signs, but I thought our kids really battled up front. We were able to run the football. We had a touchdown run called back due to, I'll say, a questionable call, but it was what it was. But I thought we did some good things on the running game.
Yeah, we do, and we've really focused on that the last few weeks as well. And Trayshawn's a really good player. Max, when he gets his legs underneath him outside, is a really good player with the football in his hands. So there's some good things there, and we've really focused on that the last couple weeks. But you're getting yourself into that type of game, and it's hard to continue that ground game when you're behind by so much. And that was just where we got, like I said, we stalled out, and it's a lot harder to run the ball when the game gets out of hand like that, as opposed to keeping it close, chunking yards, chunking time, and that's what we really struggled to do tonight.
Disappointing thing tonight was our special team.
Yeah.
We have been really good on special teams, but for some reason tonight we just did not make plays on special teams.
Yeah, and I take a lot of responsibility for that as far as kickoff return goes. And again, you can't fault it's a freak thing with the return and hits our frontline guy. It's a freak thing with Everett trying to make a play.
I know.
Can't fault the kid. He was just working his tail off to get those yards there. But I do take a lot of responsibility for that and really planning for that phase of the game, especially kick return. And I know all of our coaches do. We take a lot of pride in that. So again, we'll continue to clean that up. We'll be better for that on Monday.
Well, here's the situation that we're in now. We're obviously not where we want to be. I mean, I don't think there's any doubt we're 0-6, but let's put the cards on the table. We've got a couple games now where we're going to play some teams that I think we can compete with. And I think that's the focus has to be now is let's put this game behind us. There was a lot of hype in the community. It's a big deal. It's probably more of a big deal sometimes in the community than it is on the field. But you have to have the mindset now where you're playing a couple games where, you got to play well. You can't just show up, but you've got an opportunity to compete here in the next 2 weeks.
And that's what we talked about. We were talking a lot about building momentum coming into these next couple games with Bedford, with Brownstown, and then going on the road to Jenks County next week. We just talked a lot about building momentum. And even that drive we had that stalled out there with the fourth down stop right there at the end of the third quarter, start of the fourth. It's those little things like the botch snap where we kind of fumble it and set ourselves up like in a very close game. That could be the difference between a tie or we're down a couple and we take the lead versus we remain down and we don't punch that one in. So just talking a lot to our guys about, taking advantage of those opportunities when we get them, because when we get down in that red zone like that, we got to be able to punch it in, especially these next couple weeks. Like you said, these will be some good games. So those little things like that will make a huge difference.
All right. Alan, I appreciate the time as always.
Thanks as always, Jay. Go Owls.
You bet. Coach Alan Perry joining us as the Owls fall to Brownstown Central tonight. Final score of 59-13. We'll take a break. We'll come back, and Lance will have a look at final statistics. You're listening to Seymour Football on 92.7 WXKU.
Hi, I'm Emery Jones, Career Education Coordinator at Prosser Career Education Center in New Albany. Are you ready to build your future? At Prosser, you'll explore 29 hands-on, high-wage programs, from aviation to culinary, welding to cybersecurity, all designed to launch real careers or college success. Prosser is located at 4202 Charlestown Road, New Albany, Indiana. Need help? Call our main office at 812-542-8508 or visit your school counselor today to learn more. Prosser, where your future begins.
Bob Pointer Family of Dealerships is happy to be supporting local high school athletics. You'll score big when you visit any of their locations for sales and service or their collision center for all your auto repair needs. They've been servicing South Central Indiana since 1979. Bob Pointer Family of Dealerships will also purchase your vehicle in the event you're not quite ready to sell or trade. Check them out, Bob Pointer Family of Dealerships, online at bobpointer.com.
The doctors at Connor Smith Eye Center in Seymour are proud to have cared for the vision needs of the community since 1998. From children to senior citizens, from a first eye exam to specialized eye care, Connor Smith Eye Center is here for you. Don't miss your yearly exam. Make your appointment today. Connor Smith Eye Center, 812-524-3937. See your future clearly.
Back here at Seymour, as we look at stats, first for Brownstown, throwing the ball, Micah Schefter was 4 for 6 for 95 yards with a touchdown. His longest pass was a 36-yard touchdown pass to Preston Garrison. Receiving, Preston Garrison had one catch for 36 yards, which was the touchdown catch. Lane Pendleton had 2 catches for 27 yards, and Brock Dean had a catch for 32. Running the ball, Brownstown as a team was 38 carries for 371 yards, averaging 9.76 yards per carry with 6 touchdowns. Leading the way running the ball, Preston Garrison had 8 carries for 119 yards with 1 touchdown. Trey Sweeney had 7 carries for 99 yards with 2 touchdowns. Trevor Brannaman had 4 carries for 24 yards. Micah Schefter had 5 carries for 21 yards and 2 touchdowns. And Brock Dean added 3 carries for 24 yards and a touchdown. For Seymour throwing the ball, Max Coates was 6 for 11 for 35 yards with 1 interception. Trayshawn Hawkins had 2 catches for 27 yards. Jackson Fox had 4 catches for 22 yards. Running the ball for Seymour as a team, they had 21 carries for 140 yards, averaging 6.67 yards per carry. Trayshawn Hawkins led the way, 14 carries for 93 yards. Max Coates had 6 carries for 48 yards, as well as a 62-yard touchdown run. Brownstown ran 45 plays compared to Seymour's 50 plays. Brownstown had 20 first downs, while Seymour had 12. Seymour had 4 penalties for 25 yards, while Brownstown had 4 penalties for 35 yards. Brownstown had a punt return touchdown. Seymour had a kickoff return touchdown. Seymour turned the ball over 2 times. Brownstown had 4 sacks. Seymour had 2. And those are your stats for the game.
You have to learn how to cover. Anyway, final score again reads 59-13 in favor of Brownstown Central. As it's time to name our family drug play of the game. And Lance, how's that?
We can go with Max Coates and his 62-yard touchdown run in the first quarter. It was on a 4th down, I'm pretty sure, as well. 4th and short. They picked a handoff to the left side to Everett Jackson. Max Coates patiently waited like a Statue of Liberty, ran the ball up the middle, and untouched for a 62-yard touchdown run. So we'll go with that as the family drug play of the game.
All right, and I have lost my ability to fire the commercials back here. So we've already played Connor Smith, so let's just jump right into our Connor Smith Eye Center Seymour players of the game. On offense, I have in mind, I'm going to go Max Coates because I thought that play that he had for the touchdown was really good. I thought he did some good things tonight. There were some times he really stepped up. So Max Coates. Anybody on defense that comes to mind? We're kind of going on we didn't have really a chance to talk about this because of our computer issues. Anybody in particular?
Either Nehemiah Jones or possibly Braden Riley. You saw Braden Riley make a couple of
Braden Riley made some nice plays and he played hard. So we'll go Braden Riley, sure. Braden Riley and Max Coates as our Connor Smith Eye Center Seymour players of the game. That will do it for us here tonight. The Owls are on the road next Friday night at Jennings County. We'll be there to bring you the action, of course, starting with the pregame show at 6 o'clock and kickoff at 7. We certainly encourage you to be listening this week, 6 o'clock Thursday night for the Tyson Moore Show. I want to wish good luck. First of all, congratulations to the Seymour boys tennis team. They got 3rd place in the Hoosier Hills Conference Tournament tonight with a 5-0 win over Jeffersonville. So congratulations to Coach P.J. Stein. Their sectional begins this week, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday over at Bedford. So good luck to the boys tennis team as they compete in the sectional. Good luck to the girls golf team tomorrow. They'll compete in the regional at Country Oaks Golf Course in Montgomery. Of course, we had Emmy Followell and Coach Hoffman on during our halftime show tonight. So good luck to them tomorrow as they compete. And, again, good luck to all the other athletic teams that are in action tomorrow. Hoosiers play tomorrow afternoon against Iowa, 3:30 kickoff. You can hear that game right here on our pregame show at 2:30. And I want to wish my daughter a good luck. Her 6th grade Emmanuel volleyball team plays in a tournament.
Wish everybody.
Wish everybody. If you play sports tomorrow, good luck to you. I hope you have a good day in that regards. Yeah, Lance's travel soccer team plays tomorrow, so good luck to your team as well. All right, good luck to everybody. We're full of good lucks right now. All right, that'll do it. Jeff Claycamp, my thanks to him for helping tonight. As always, Lance on stats. Do want to thank Bethany back in the studio. She had to come in and cover us here at the last minute, so I appreciate her being there. My name is Jay Hubbard. Thank you for listening and being a part of our broadcast tonight. And again, hope that you can be with us again next Friday night as the Owls travel to Jennings County. Again, 6 o'clock pregame with a 7 o'clock kickoff. Again, the final tonight, it was Brownstown Central 59, Seymour 13. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Good night from Bullitt Stadium.
Thanks for listening to Seymour Football on 92.7 Nash Icon. Seymour Football has been brought to you by Stall Insurance, Prosser Career Education Center, The People's Bank, S&B Wall Covering, Jackson County Dental, New Legacy Group, Family Drug,